When we last left off, our intrepid heroes set sail from the island of Takara, soon to be Losstaker Island, having defeated the blinded king and left Morgan there to purify the sunken castle in which the ancient undead abomination had ensconced itself. They have boarded the Waveshorn and gotten underway, made their travel checks, and lo and behold, Nahia has found something on the horizon as the sea is misty and covered in a thick white fog. It's become difficult to see, but there's something, a shape, pushing through fog.
I bring Cass to the top deck. He is good at seeing through white sticky stuff.
I see, it's the ocean's pre-cum. She comes at us yet again.
Indeed, Cass and Franz have been standing on deck for a while now, chatting quietly amongst each other in anticipation, and many of your other crewmen have been grumbling about a rash of missing items. Just can't find anything these days, but let's not worry about that. Instead, focus on this shape coming up. The crewman in the crow's nest calls down that she's sure it's a ship now. And a moment later, that it's flying Imperial colors.
Oh boy.
Oh no, it's flying racist colors.
Indeed, it's just a big flappy Confederate flag.
Oh no, that flag is eating too much har for this place. Do I have a stowaway? No, I don't have a stowaway. It's fucking
sure?
it's Sarah stealing everything.
I'm trying to escape.
Oh, that's right. Sierra's on the ship now.
Uh-huh.
Right, the kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
Isn't your daughter a kleptomaniac?
Yes, that is Sierra,
That's
yes.
the one we're talking. Yeah, that's Sarah, the klepto.
It's a daughter from last game, though.
Klepto rogue.
I was really confused. I'm just like, wait, why do you sound like you're not talking about your daughter, but that is your daughter?
Yeah, just a daughter from another character. Yes, for anyone just joining us, the Section 1 agent, aka definitely not a CIA spook, cruising with the party. Sierra Bleaksworthy is Scow's previous campaign's character's daughter.
Mm-hmm. This Crash's little ginger papa.
Do you think she steals because she could never steal away all the affection she ever needed?
Aww.
Oh.
She just does it for attention, Mom.
It's too tragic, not allowed.
Sorry, that's how it is. So, Captain Losstaker, there's an Imperial ship on the horizon. You're closing towards it. What would you like to do?
I mean, it's fucking flying Imperial colors, so I would like to avoid it.
Okay. Give me a vehicle waters check.
Sure.
Go ahead and use either wisdom or strength to manhandle that wheel.
Give him a wide berth.
All right. You are indeed able to pull a hard to port and veer out of this ship's way. Indeed, it was cruising right at you, but as you maneuver around, get your oars into action, it continues on its course, slowly meandering. You can see plenty of oar ports on either side, but they've all fallen still. The ship's single mast has been tattered as you draw near it. It's clearly seen some damage. Yeah. You can zoom in on this thing, and through your spyglass, indeed, you see the Imperial flag raised, but there's another flag underneath it. One of a dark green solid fabric.
Sarah, do you know what that is? Oh, what?
Szooth can see it up to a fucking mile in ultra detail.
Actually, wait a minute.
Yeah, but it's also daytime, and I have a spyglass that does that same job without being blinded.
Aw.
Together,
can
Szooth blind or Nahia with a spyglass are about equal.
Oh, God. Can I ask Tarnavak what a solid green flag means on an Imperial ship?
Mm-hmm.
Or is Tarnavak just completely indisposed?
I mean, he is, but he can also shout things up at you. Let me make a history
Okay.
check for him.
Yeah, roll a history check.
All right. Tarn can grunt out that it's not just a Imperial thing. Rather, any ship will usually carry a green flag. In fact, the Wagehorn might have one stowed away somewhere in case
I never used the damn
sickness
thing there.
breaks out on the ship and incapacitates the crew.
When what breaks out?
Sickness.
Ooh.
Disease.
Oh, so they can use a doctor.
Yes. Ships from, first world countries often have a cleric on board or a, storm sorcerer who might be able to deal with matters of illness, but Imperial ships especially are somewhat prone to that being an issue because they don't generally have a medic on board, or at
Want me
least
to run
one
over?
with magical means.
I need to run over real quick and give him a checkup.
No, Szooth, you can't go over there. Not only is that still not safe, but there's no way you have the kind of supplies necessary for an entire ship that has not quarantined itself for plague.
Of course. That's why you use potions and magic.
Can someone. I thought you were one of the people who are educated.
I am.
Then you know why it is a bad idea to go over to an Imperial ship full of sick people, yes?
Well, normally it would be, but I don't think
He's a kobold, right?
I don't really get sick from the same things that the surface dwellers do.
You can still be a carrier, and more importantly, I was talking more about the fact that they hate mages and you're a fucking kobold.
He's not a wizard or anything. He's just a
If he
kobold.
fucking starts whistling around, running on water, and presenting potions to cure all their ills, what do you think they're going to call him?
I think they're going to call me a medic.
I mean, perhaps they'll just tell us to fuck off then.
The best one could hope.
Yeah, what?
Okay,
Honestly, what is
here's
it?
the thing.
Mhm.
Just gonna go with Szooth here. We can hail them. Oh, darn it. Mercy? Oh, just say no.
Oh,
Hooray!
is that
No, it's
no?
Savin.
No.
Oh, no.
Yes.
That's
Savin.
fine. I was
What are you doing?
typing something as Tarn.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was Merz and was just super happy for a second there. Like, oh, they're
Nope.
actually there, great.
But yeah,
We can handle them and see what night they have or what they're doing or how they're doing. How many they're left, things like that.
Okay, so they know they.
Oh,
they
right, of
recognize-
course. I forgot they are still technically weebs in,
I mean, samurai over here.
Yeah, of
Look, there's
course.
only like
Samurai.
4 martial classes. They have to have monks.
Yes, they need to have. Do they have rangers?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Rangers wait, is there a ranger subclass that forgoes spellcasting?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, technically
Okay,
the
so-
Empire has everything, all the classes. It's just some of them are illegaler than others.
It's just some are more or less legal than the others.
Yeah, like most Imperial characters would be barbarians, fighters, rogues, or monks.
I mean, Szooth, I won't
I mean,
stop
that's
you, but
true.
the ship is moving at a hell of a fucking mark.
I mean, I can turn us around.
Please don't turn us around. We have places to be.
Franz will take it.
That is,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that is true. We have places to be, but who knows if they make landfall and start spreading it somewhere. We don't know how it is, and we can actually we can cure stuff, right?
Right. I don't have the resources for a whole ship, though, and I don't think Szooth does either.
No, but we can cure ourselves and see what it is.
I have a whole ship.
Besides, I have
I
a
have a huge crew.
besides, I have a backpack that can help me grow ingredients if I need them. As long as they're plant-based, I should be able to produce.
So Franz is gonna swagger up onto the foredeck here and say, "Listen, I understand if you don't want to render aid to an Imperial ship, but..." Glance at it as it slowly drifts by like 100 yards away or so. "I don't see anyone on deck. Crew might have abandoned ship, and if so, could be loot on board."
Hey, friends, how much is just look one of those ships worth? Just in pure cash?
The ship itself, a small fortune. And it would be right of salvage. Don't think the Empire would have any legal recourse if you were even in a place where they would be able to try.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right.
You've mentioned the monetary value.
I don't want to be quite that mercenary, but more the case that if the fucking boat is basically empty.
Oh, now we're not trying to be mercenary. I swear, confuse me so
No,
much.
mercenary the term. Fucking whatever. Also, I will tell you this much that I was kind of concerned about slaves. And if you say they abandoned ship, honestly, I would not be surprised if they have abandoned slaves in there.
Well,
Maybe.
I'll go head over and give a check.
Sure. We'll pull up
Let us
our fucking sails then and slow down to
Yeah.
keep with.
let's get
Szooth will-
closer.
Szooth will dash on
No,
over.
we're 100 yards,
Who?
dude. That's 300
Szooth can walk
feet.
on water. He doesn't give a
Zoof
shit.
walks on water. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, but he can't end his
I'm-
turn on water. Then
I
he
mean,
Is
I
that
just
just-
true? Is that true?
I mean, I just fall in the
Yes.
water, then start running again.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm almost 100% sure Szooth can cover 300 feet in a turn with like key and dash
No,
and
you
mobility.
Yeah,
said
I can.
100 yards. Yeah, 300. It's
Yeah.
still a fair distance.
Yeah, I can do that
But
in a
we
turn.
can't
fine.
yeah,
do
it's-
that
it's-
distance
it
if
is-
this shit happens.
This is true. It's not a problem for Szooth though, because yes, it doesn't matter if he ends his turn on water and falls into the water, because then on his next turn he starts moving on the water again.
Yes, but
Zoom.
I have distinct memories of somebody just running up to a distance where we can't fucking get him and getting into fucking trouble.
Oh please, he'll be fine.
Let's
I
how
said that
this
last time.
I'm sure it
The
won't
last time
happen
before that.
again. The
this is
second
how
time.
this is
Second
how you
time.
play this is how you play Muck. I don't know what you want from me.
Play rogue. No, it's fine. All right, so you can just hop off and skippity bop over to the other ship. As you make your way over, you can quickly discern that Franz is correct. There doesn't seem to be anyone on deck. And it's a smaller ship too, about half the size of the Waveshorn. You'd guess a courier ship by the looks of it. Do you speak Goblin, Szooth?
Shit. I don't think I do. No, I don't speak Goblin.
All right. You see its nameplate, but it's just a bunch of like Greek
I feel like after all
gobbledygook.
this, I feel like after all this time, I should at least be able to read it because of Tarnavak. We're Scholar buddies.
Yeah, but he's never sat you down and taught you how to read.
I guess.
Honestly,
Ah,
most
it's
people are
so
just
much.
surprised you're illiterate.
You're not wrong.
So yeah,
Cool.
it's a bunch of like fantasy Cyrillic characters that don't mean anything to you, and you can pull yourself up. There's some ropes hanging over the side where maybe some lifeboats used to be, and you scurry on up. And yeah, there's nobody here. And the looks of things, it's eerily quiet. The green flag flaps, clanks in the breeze. The fog rolls over the ship, but nothing stirs on deck.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We're gonna take a hot minute for us to get close enough. so we can, hook onto the ship.
I'll at least hop on board and see what's up. Keep my guard up.
Alright.
I'm not going to go too deep in. I'm going to see if there's at least anybody immediately there.
Would you like to
Info.
make an investigate check to look around and see what you can see?
I would like to make an investigation check. Yes. I mean, I guess when you roll a 3, unfortunately.
Sometimes you do just roll a 3. Alright. So you look around and
Is it dark enough on the ship for him to have peeper advantage?
not on deck, but as you go inside, like under the deck, yeah, you'll start getting advantage there, but there's not much to see. The interior of the ship seems abandoned. There's some rather unpleasant smelling effluvia here and there, and at least at one point you're sure you find a fairly substantial blood stain on the floor in what looks like the crew cabins. But there's no sign of any habitation, nor recent. All of this looks quite dry. You guess no one's been on this ship for at least almost a week.
It is. So I'm going to run on back and go
Well, it seems the ship might be abandoned just yet. No one's been above deck at least for a week.
Okay, well, fuck.
We should bring it closer and see if we can't salvage anything real quick.
We'll bring it up alongside, and if you can get back onto the ship, raise the sail just to slow it down so that we don't, yank each other to bits. We're quite a lot larger than them.
On it. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
If we'll run back on over, and we'll start messing with the sails.
Yeah, you don't. Oh, of course she does. Yeah, you don't go just like move tying 2 ships together at full speed. That's a suicide.
Asking for trouble, making it double.
Szooth, you very clearly see the red-headed spook crouch down and start like ninja creeping along down under the decks. She's clearly the knight, or at least she thinks so.
Wait, are we talking about Ursula?
No, we're talking about Sierra.
Oh, okay.
You and she are on the other ship. And yeah, Szooth, you're not a sailor by trade, but it's not particularly hard to figure out how to pull down sails. So a minute or two of jiggering with the ropes, you can get them pulled down, which slows the ship down enough for the Wavesworn to throw some grappling hooks over and attach itself. The swarthy crewmen and women pull the ropes taut and pull up their own oars so that you don't bash each other to bits.
Yep, everything's Daijo Blue so far.
And you are free to move over. There's no map for the ship, it's just a tiny little thing.
Sure.
Probably about this big-ish.
Alright.
Sniff, sniff.
By sniff sniff, would you like to give me a survival check to sort of see if you can find any
Yes.
tracks or sign?
See what type of sickness, because it's easy to know what various type of sickness leaves very distinct types of smells.
Well, that would be a medicine check. If you want to give me one of those as well, you are welcome to. See if you can diagnose what happened.
Nope.
No.
Well, I know if it's puke or not.
Yeah, there's definitely, when you get below decks, you'll definitely find vomit and blood. But not as much as you would expect from a ship that's completely abandoned from sickness. There's certainly signs of illness and blood, but as you getting back to that survival check, you start looking around, tracing your fingers on the beams, looking at the actual deck itself. You can begin to picture that this ship wasn't just hastily abandoned. People didn't just get in the lifeboats and sail away happily. No. Ursula, as you look around, there's signs of violence on the ship deck. There are big gouges cut into the railings and chops of clear sword and axe blows into the mast. The sail that Szooth's pulled down has been damaged by at least some measure of arrow fire, but more likely somebody was fighting up there in the sails. And below deck, where you see that large spattering of blood, you also see nail marks, claws that have raked themselves along the doors and onto the floorboards. They came clawing and rending into somebody else.
I sniffed that. Does this happen to have any sort of undead smell to it?
Hard to say. If there was any undead here, none of them perished and left their corpses to rot, which is unusual. Yeah, this Imperial crew was grossly incompetent, or else somebody cleaned up house after they left.
Okay. Would these claw marks, compared to my hand, would these claws marks be about the size of, say, Sahagin?
You mean the sharks that we just helped?
If that is what you mean, then no. These are smaller,
Okay.
not much, if any, bigger than human. Might even be a set about your size somewhere.
Interesting. I relay this information to Team Brain.
All right. Does our magical secret agent find or see anything out of the ordinary that she's trained for?
Let us see. Ooh. All right. Cira will appear from the shadows. From your perspective, Szooth just sees her walk up from below decks. And she has a book couched under an arm, and she'll present it to you. Code book, or captain's log. Can't tell exactly what it is, because code. But it was in a hidden compartment in what looks like the captain's chambers.
Hmm. Uh,
And there were
was
belongings
Tarn a
down.
calligrapher?
Tarn is, yes.
Can we throw that at him then? Especially since he's a hobbit, would be a really fucking. In fact, wait a second. He's just good at that shit, isn't he? I was going to
Yeah.
say this really is his adventure.
That's unfortunate. Wow. Hey, Tarnavak, you're super good at this,
Wow, Tarn, you're so cool and awesome.
right?
Aw.
That hurts so bad.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, so yeah, Tarn will take the book and begin trying to figure that out. In the meantime, Sarah will report that none of the captain's belongings were taken, which definitely rules out any sort of piracy. Looks like you're the first people to come knocking on this particular ship after the crew left. Whatever happened to them.
Very strange. Well, Scoob, it looks like we've got ourselves a mystery. Well, regardless, I guess we'll hitch the ship up to ours and continue our journey.
And there's no one or anything on the ship?
There are no people left, no bodies, no nada.
Weird.
Yeah.
No
We're-
items, no
Indubitably.
anything.
There's like no like anything on the ship at all? Like not just no people, but no like valuable stuff at all.
Seems like a no.
Well, you haven't taken an
Weird.
inventory of the hold yet, but this is just a small courier ship. The most valuable thing here is the ship itself by far.
Okay.
Inside the hold, there's food rations for sure, though Sierra will suggest you probably don't want to eat those for a variety of
No.
reasons.
Definitely not.
And beyond that, well, there's not much to be said. It seems like they were running an errand for somebody. No significant cargo.
Huh.
Well,
All right.
we
Next
don't-
time that there's like a relax on the water, I'm gonna cross over and just give the place a quick divine sense sweep. I've got 2 casts of it,
I will
which
ask.
should give me the breadth of the
Can we
place.
can we check the crates anyway? There might be in them, and
Sure.
And the crewmen, some of your own crewmen can come over with crowbars and start laying into this ship's supplies.
No more than 5, so that I can remove disease on them afterwards.
Fair enough. Yeah, let me just roll a die. Okay. Yeah, once it's all said and done, you are going to want to burn some of that lay on hands on them because they have gotten themselves into rations that were, in fact, being eaten by some very sick people. Indeed, one of them will crank open a fairly large crate of like salted fish, and someone's just vommed directly into it, and that turns out to be the
Ah,
grossest shit. And
gross.
beneath that, once you move the crate itself, there's some blood stains that nobody got around to mopping up. Seems that someone
Woof.
had a
Alright.
real bad time right down here in the hold.
All right, we're gonna cover all of the crates in pitch, chuck them into the water, and set them on fire.
Cass will suggest using the ballista to shoot them too.
Of course, because it's rad.
Yes, he really just wants to use
Yes.
the ballista.
He just wants an excuse.
I can't blame him.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it at work.
Bang! Destroys that 5 hit point crate.
Probably like rack some chains to it just to make sure it fucking shreds it.
Nasty. So yeah, you can destroy their sullied supplies quite easily, and while that's going on, Nahia, you can extend your divine sense, and you feel nothing unnatural about the boat at this time. Whatever might have happened to this place is long gone.
Yeah, well, I would not have been surprised if they were particularly superstitious, you see, and assumed that undeath or monsters or possession or dark magic was actually just some kind of plague by, burying heads in sand, etc. But
Yeah,
it seems not the case.
if this thing has been floating around for a week, where the hell did they make landfall?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a courier ship that is decouriered, so I assume what they've done is traded off their not dead or sick to another ship. And possibly
Possibly.
gotten that one terribly ill as well, because they're, shit out of luck. I don't know what to suggest, but yeah.
You guys should have been there. You are, in fact, a few hexes off course, but you bumped into your new friend here. So yeah, there are a couple of nearby islands. Of course, Takara, the Anubian village and its associated phallic island. Or if it's been floating for a week, it could have been almost anywhere in this area. It was on a course in this direction.
Hmm. Interesting indeed. I wonder if it came from the Blighted Keep.
Hmm.
The blanket keep?
No. I'll just point out on that there.
You guys
Oh.
fought Teresh and some catgirl Amazons there, and Winter Butterfingers to the bastard sting.
Twice.
Yes, and got it stolen. So the ultimate Butterfingers.
Indeed. So it would not be entirely out of call that they went chasing after stories of legendary weapons, picked up a bunch of dark alchemy, and got them all so fucking terribly sick.
Hmm.
You know, I would like to, just point out we sort of have a scrying device that we can look for them.
I'm not doing that shit right now. We have business to attend to.
Okay.
Plus, they are in fact in a place protected from scrying.
Are they?
Yes, because August already owns one of those mirrors, I believe, and presumably fucking looked in it.
There is definitely no way that that August did not try scrying for him. For
Okay, no.
what was his name again?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have tried scrying for
We also have
Rajan
tried
and
him,
his goons.
fairly
No,
certain.
no, not for the bastard sting. For, the hobgoblins.
Oh, well, I don't know them. I can't scry after someone I don't know or understand or any of
Yeah.
that shit.
I mean, we can.
Well,
you
if
just have to
they-
word it right.
They are the crew.
Ugh.
You have to, say,
Well, that'll be a thing for
you know-
later. It's
you
not
know-
on the goddamn boat.
Yes, we do, because that's part of the plan of the plan, Lindsay plan.
Oh, of
Okay.
course. Wait,
We-
I thought we had scry scrolls for that. We didn't bring the fucking mirror, surely.
Yes, the mirror is a key part of my strategy.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It is an important detail.
Grumble.
Do you think?
Alright.
Do you,
Well,
I mean,
fair
are you,
enough. I thought
have
that
you
we
noticed-
just got some fucking scrolls.
do you know how expensive scrying scrolls would be?
Huff.
That shit's a 6th level spell. That's like 500 gold a pop, I think. Let me double check that. I know it's a lot. For like a scrying scroll is at least 100 gold.
That's why I thought that the odd certain fucking noblesse here were responsible for getting their hands on those.
Yeah, a scroll of scrying is 100 gold apiece.
Yeah, and I thought that we have nobility here that foot that bill, if
Franz.
necessary.
I don't want to.
Franz just shrugs
fucking-
like, nobody fucking asked me for one.
All right, then I
That's
guess the
because I didn't
mirror's on the
plan on having
goddamn
one.
boat.
It's in the hold.
Fine, go look at it then.
no,
Ask
it's in
it.
the captain's fucking
Yeah, it's gonna say no. If it's anywhere, then it's in the.
It's in the-
I
it's
know,
in my
clearly
fucking
it's
boat.
not in the captain's quarters, it's in Hashat's quarters, because you didn't even fucking notice it was here.
Apparently, yeah, it's where I am.
Yeah,
A shot.
very protective.
I'm a little bit annoyed.
It's important. It's an important part of like spying on Lindsay. We need to be able to in real time see her as we try to communicate with her with the sending scrolls that we have.
All right.
Oh shit.
Well, fine. Go to your quarters on my ship then, and go ask
About
the mirror where
what?
the hobgoblins are.
Oh gosh, I'm terrible at those though.
That's your
Terrible at
punishment.
rhymes. Oh,
You have to rhyme solo.
do I have to? I really don't care.
No, too bad.
What's the name of this ship? I can read Goblin.
It is the Judgment of the Imperial Throne.
Judgment of the. That's a courier ship.
Yeah.
What an what an ostentatious name for just a courier ship.
It is just a tiny little courier ship. It probably had a crew of like 12 to 20 people, maybe.
Judgment of the Emperor's Throne.
The Imperial Throne.
Judgment of the Imperial Throne.
It's in the text there. About the
Move it
21
down.
investigation.
Judgment of the Imperial Throne. Mirror, mirror, won't you throw us a bone? Show us what happened to the judgment of the Imperial Throne.
All right. The mirror shows the Imperial Throne, or the Judgment, as it's probably called in Goblish, currently is sitting moored to the waveshorn.
Of course.
Some crewmen have kind of leaned over the railing and are drawing penises on the side.
God damn it. I'm so tired of this. Oh, God.
Well, why
What
not
happened to the
just...
crew of the Imperial Throne? I will repeat my wording, but I will make an addendum. That is, show me what happened to the crew of the Judgment of the Imperial Throne.
All right. Much as when Nahia asked what happened to her parents, and we just saw the placid sea south of Ervanen. In this instance, we see the camera pan back and then go for a straight down shot on the water, misty and cold.
That's not ominous at all. When I look for the crew, all I get is the staring into the water.
Oh, why did you ask what caused them to abandon the
No,
Imperial
I just
Throne?
asked what happened to the crew.
Oh,
I mean, feel free to try.
well then. Mirror, mirror, won't you throw us a bone? Can you show us what caused them to abandon the judgment of the Imperial Throne?
If this was a slapstick, I'd just have like a spray of projectile vomit just come out of the mirror and just pin you to a wall. But
It seems to be well. That doesn't
Yeah,
include
but see,
claw
that's the thing.
marks.
That's the thing, though. Everyone is gone. They throw themselves off the wall, but if they were too sick to move, they would have still been on the ship. See?
Everyone's gone. When you look for the crew, it's just water. It's just the ocean.
so, what is it exactly you asked? What caused them to abandon the judgment of the Imperial Throne? So when you ask that, the camera will pan out, and you can't see where it transitions to. It's either an extremely long distance or just moving too fast. Everything's a blur. Until we see a shot of a beach side of some island somewhere, and there are a couple of zombies, rotted corpses shambling around. One of them goes, kind of slumps over onto the ground, his legs rotting off.
Did they land on Nahia's island?
Oh, I think I know what happened. Ghoul rot.
Ghoul rot? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think a couple of you got it at one point and just beat it. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
disease you can get from the undead.
Ooh.
Or let me pull up the exact name. It might actually just be ghoul rot, but you know. Diseases. Yep, ghoul fever.
Ghoul fever.
It is a leprosy-like illness that causes you to grow sluggish, begin to rot from the inside out. No medicine seems capable of curing your wounds. It does damage over time, reduces your healing until eventually you just can't recover hit points, and then you die and then become a ghoul.
Are there any other symptoms like vomiting and dysentery, or?
Yeah, I mean, you're literally rotting from the inside out, so.
So I guess that's that then. Seems like they rucked up on Takara and acquired ghoul rot, and then died.
Yeah, and the ghouls
Are in the ocean.
Yeah, and the ghouls eat flesh, so
Great,
there's
cool.
nothing.
There's no ghouls on
Yeah.
the ship though, so
Yeah, so they just fucked off back to where they, where undead are. Which
they
is
went
just over
into the
radio.
ocean.
I mean, no, you saw that there was evidence on the ship of people fighting against creatures with claws not much larger
Oh.
than humanoid limbs in the first place, which is what
Right,
ghouls
right.
have.
But there's no bodies left on the ship, so all the
No.
ghouls are gone.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Did they just jump into the fucking ocean?
Sure.
Why wouldn't they?
Why would they though?
Or onto some other boat that got to that place, to this ship before us, and were much less
Ugh.
fortunate.
Ugh.
Really, anything could have happened.
Ooh. I don't envy anyone who found this ship before us.
No. Well, that was wonderful.
And then next year, when we're cruising around the ocean, we encounter a ship that is just a crew of ghoul pirates
Yar,
that
Har,
are
Fiddle, and
that are
Duty.
that are menacing the seaways and devouring the crews of ships they rock up on. How terrifying!
Then you go giving him ideas. Corpse boat. No, anyway. Be sure to cut down that the green flag so that we aren't carrying that around with us. And we'll probably just slap a great big X across the Imperial sigil that's on their markings.
Yeah, you can just take down the Imperial flag, too.
Yeah.
You'll have to paint over the name of the ship. It's got the, actual INS military markings. But other than that, it looks like a little courier ship.
Yep. We're going to name it the Unfortunate Goblin.
So, you guys are just carting this thing around with you?
Yeah?
That's the plan? All right.
Yep.
Cool.
Hey, it's
Right.
fat fucking cash.
It is. It is hella worth money.
It's gonna slow our ship down.
It is. You will travel slightly slower.
It'll take some time over the course of the journey, since we'll be at ocean for a little while longer. Run some shifts back and forth across the ropes to make sure that place is thoroughly cleaned out.
And have the sails repaired as well, so
Yeah.
so if we need to, both sails pull up so we get extra wind.
All right. So, just for the whole transit to Suncrest, could I get another water vehicles roll from you, Nahia, to make sure you don't have any unfortunate accidents from basically doubling up on your ships?
Would someone
'Cause-
please give me an inspiration? Because I can't be bothered with this going wrong.
You're already assisted, so you're already advantaged.
Yeah, your crew will be giving you assistance.
Oh, of course,
You're
right.
good.
Alright,
Hey, another
okay.
discovery, everybody!
No!
What are you
Can it
knowing
please
about? The last
just
one
be
got you a
the-
ship!
Can it please just be loot in the hull that they've discovered while cleaning out?
You were the one nagging us about rolling crit.
Yeah, fuck off.
Okay, you know what? Just because of it, we're gonna find loot and food.
No,
You don't want any of the food off that. Yeah.
We don't want any
No,
food
no,
that was
we
on
don't.
that ship.
No, we not on the ship. Like we discovered, like giant, sailfish just jump on top of the small boat and just get stuck there.
Oh,
Like, yes.
Oh my god.
No,
Have
it
you
is
seen
a
a
critical
full-blown
success,
fucking
but this is
Warlock?
not a journey check. That was just to make sure that the riggings were secure and like a storm didn't break the judgment off and send it off on its merry way or whatever.
Oh, good.
'Cause that's a real issue with like salvaging other ships. Is that way you're dragging them back to port, they can just like the ropes break and it just wanders off again. But no,
that
you
would be a bad
guys
time.
are actually professionals and are able to get this done in short order.
Okay.
Professionals could have fooled
Split.
me.
And she'll land,
Okay.
like here-ish.
We're in 120 miles, so dream sending works now.
Yeah, once you
Yeah.
get to like, I guess all the way back there. Yeah.
I'll spread the costs out over the course of the week, I suppose.
And
All right.
so when you're gonna go do that, I suppose we should begin the first stage of our operation, and that is to spy on Lindsay while you are dream sending her. Or I suppose we should do that first to see what state she's in, if she is actually like asleep.
Yeah, there's no danger in you guys looking at her before I go making a dreams ending.
All right, give me them rhymes.
I hate your mirrors so much, Savin.
Well,
You love it. You love rhyming.
Lindsay's last name is Leofric.
Calistan.
Oh, it's Caliston.
Yeah, Leofric is her mom's maiden name.
Oh, okay.
I just heard Tasha climbing into my tub.
Into a tub of papa.
Oh no, that was her climbing out of the tub to come whine at my door. All right.
It's hand holding time.
It's getting close to dinner time.
That's what I just said.
Oh no. It's not that bad yet.
Wait, sorry, just get back.
Mirror. Let's
What's your
see.
state? Oh,
I was just gonna. Mirror, mirror. We're on a quest. We. Wait. No. Wait.
Type it out.
I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Oh.
You know what? I should just type things out.
Yeah.
It does make it a lot easier to make rhymes.
Yeah.
question. Is France gonna be here to actually see her?
Yes, Franz and Cass will insist on being present.
Let's hope they don't catch him mid-newt.
That would be. I'm hoping she's still in prison. I'm hoping, but we'll see.
Fucked up thing to still be open.
Have I not told you how bad I am at this?
Yeah.
How's that?
You're right, pentameter is terrible. But it's a rhyme.
Yeah, well, all you want is look. It just wants a rhyme. That's all. That's all.
Come
Don't
on,
you-
Kina, you have to bust a rhyme.
Man. All right, look. Asking someone to rhyme an iambic pentameter is just unfair.
I would never interact with these things if that was the case.
What?
Like,
It's not that. Oh,
No,
okay.
no, you just have to rhyme and start it with mirror, mirror. This just needs to be a rhyme. All right, so I guess, what time of day are you querying the mirror for this? That's important.
okay, well, it's okay. So important part is, how does dream sending work? You sleep and they get it in there when they're sleeping, right?
I don't think you have to be asleep, but they do to receive it. Yeah.
So it's probably and okay, so we're probably aiming for like before dawn, like 4 in the morning. This
I mean,
is
you can
like,
always just check multiple times.
yeah, I know, but I want to see how she's
You can
doing.
s-
Like,
Yeah, but you can
before-
see how she's doing and see if she's taking a nap.
Oh, the luck of stumbling upon her when she's taking a fucking nap.
I'm not sure
she has
gladiator
kids.
slaves are allowed to take naps. It's...
If you have kids, you're gonna be fucking tired.
4 a.m.
All right. So 4 a.m. Indeed, you see the mirror shimmer, and then you see the familiar interior of that dark, black-stoned cell. Lindsay is laid out on a mat of hay on the ground. Is quite clearly asleep. Her hands are folded up behind her head, and she's resting on her back. You don't see any evidence of children there, but your vision is quickly occluded by Cass pressing himself on the mirror and
Gack.
trying to push it, like as if he could put a hand through it to reach out and touch her. Lindsay?
Okay, she's
Aw.
asleep. So a dream sendings are good to go.
All right then. Excuse me while I go and take a nap for justice. It's a tough job, but someone has to do it.
You don't have to cast it asleep. You can't cast while sleeping.
It's also nearly dawn. I want to go to bed. And I'm sorry, Cassidy, friends. She is smoking hot. Oh no, that's that. Not too bad. Turns out that big tattooed muscular fighting women are kind of right up there in my taste. Still, let us see here. What do you want me to say to her, Shat? I only have 20 words.
How many times can you do this?
She can receive them once a day.
Oh, really? She's just gonna wake up immediately?
Well, no, it won't work multiple
just won't-
times on the same person a night. We've got
Really?
plenty of nights to do. Well, we've got like 2 or 3 nights to do this. So
20 words, huh?
da. The struggle never ceases.
Let's see.
Go on, I believe in you.
You have a chapter count. It's hard to count up 20.
Look, I'm trying to fucking stop. Okay, stop. Okay, stop giving me a hard time about this, okay? Or do you want to do it?
No, I am sorry, Anne.
Lindsay, we're with Cass. On our way to Suncrest. Leave sign in cell. If you want rescue, children included.
All right. And think ahead for what the next night's message will be.
I'll have to scry again.
I mean, it will be. Yeah, that's true. I assume you guys are still looking at it when I go wander off to the captain's cabin.
I suppose. Yeah, probably gonna keep it for as long as the mirror will allow us to. Also, I will have to unfortunately be right back. I have to go and fetch dinner from upstairs. It is being delivered, and the dogs are going to freak the fuck out in a second.
Hey,
All right. I'm going to take the opportunity to go feed my dog, speaking of which. So let's take a short break. So we're back. You have sent a message to Lindsay to leave a sign in her cell if she wants to be rescued. And
The children.
What if only she wants to be rescued? Fuck kids.
I mean, she can leave a message for that, I guess.
pretty fucked up, but yeah, you know.
Or what if she just wants to send her kids home and stay? There's a lot of variables here. We'll see.
I mean, yes.
We'll see what happens. So a few hours pass. Nahia gets a power nap in, and sun rises over Suncrest Island. What would you like to ask the mirror next?
Like, Question: can we time the mirror?
I don't think we can
Like set it-
preset the mirror.
Yeah, set it on a time, like on a trigger. So that effectively the mirror has a ready action to show when it happens.
Never tried.
Savin?
No one's
You-
ever
Okay,
tried to
so,
do that.
Okay, let's see. Give me a hot minute here. Let's see.
That doesn't really rhyme.
No, mirror shows a sight when Leslie Callistan wakes up and sees the dawn's light.
All right. When you say that at the mirror, the reflective surface just wobbles like a a pebble dropped in water, and nothing happens.
Mirror, mirror, clear as a bell. Please show us Lindsay's cell.
All right. Indeed, you get an interior view of Lindsay's cell. There is no cat girl in it this time. Just a mat of old straw on the floor. Little else. But as you sort of squint your eyes and the mirror's view zooms in a bit, you see that someone has etched into the stone just beneath and beside the hay mattress the Arunan characters for help, HELP, all caps.
Help.
All right.
Okay, she wants out, it seems. Okay. So let's. After that point, I'll gather the. I'll talk to I'd like and Hashat will talk to Nahia, and and tell her about the other part of the plan. It's like, okay, so we should probably come into dock again late at night and before the dawn breaks. I need to get her when she's in the cell, or at least that's when we should try to get her. If we want to do some pre-scouting, like move through the city first, or
Yeah, that's a problem though. The two just obvious people that shouldn't be there is France and Cass.
yes,
What? What do you mean we can't come?
You mean because
Well,
they
no,
look like Amazon
I
bully bait?
require Cassidy.
Yeah, Cass is
Well-
needed on hand for spellcastery.
You're damn right you do.
Yeah, can it be done? What's the word? The scouting is done
No.
beforehand, but
I require
spells-
Cassidy's. I require Cassidy's presence is absolute.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was thinking because France looks like Cass. Cass looks like her. I think they can put two and two together.
Cass has pink hair.
So
I
he's a
mean-
pink-haired version. That's what I'm
No.
talking about.
No, they don't look alike at all. Cassidy looks like fuckboy meat, while Lindsay is jacked, muscular,
Cassidy-
blonde, tattooed lady.
They're not blood related.
I mean, they are half siblings.
Half sibling.
I
Still.
would also like to point out that she still has problem discerning the differences.
Whatever. Anyway, no,
Regardless.
it's been a well thought through plan. Have a little faith.
Okay.
Hansel butt in. Right. But it's all the same to you. I'll at least scout the island and keep a low profile.
Make
If
sure.
your plan doesn't work, we can still try and pay the ransom for her. I'm sure this Thane Sylvia will be somewhat reasonable.
Perhaps, unless she's taken quite a shining to Lindsay.
Maybe. No way to tell for
Well-
sure. I'll ask around town, see what I can
Alright.
find out.
All right. Well, I'll be here on the ship, so hopefully you guys can continue to keep me in the loop. In the loops, brother.
Right. And for the rest of you,
Well, if they're anything like the other Amazons, yeah.
Shit, I might actually pop out of the boat to see about selling the INS.
I mean, you maybe.
Or as it is more commonly known in Hobgoblin culture, the IBS.
Now, I have to ask. This is important. So this is important. If when I make contact with Lindsay, and I'm preparing to extract her, I should send her straight to Pergolas.
Franz will nod firmly. Yeah, absolutely.
Should I accompany her as escort, or should I try to return to the Waveshorn?
She'll be fine. If anyone should go with her, it'd be Cass.
I can't bring Cass with me.
I thought
can't-
his presence was required.
Yes, to help find Lindsay.
Mm.
To help
And
him
it's about-
find,
because-
to help find and like suss out exactly where she is. So I spend as little time fumbling around as possible. But
Because Hashat can't travel through the earth.
I can travel through
Cass
stone,
can't.
and Cass cannot, and I can't give that to someone else.
Right.
I can't
that
bring
makes
someone
sense.
with me.
Right. One more thing then. I don't know if you noticed those 2 times we looked through the mirror at the cell, but those children Lindsay's supposed to have, I didn't see them.
They weren't there. That's why we need to make contact with her again and try to this time with perhaps with what's it called? Sending?
A direct back and forth conversation.
A direct sending while watching her response through the mirror.
Heck, if you
and
really want,
we
I can
can-
have Voron bring her that
I believe she's
that sending
underground.
earring. Oh, it's above the ground.
I believe she's underground. Unless Voron
Right.
can turn into a rat or something.
No, Voron is not the wizard familiar. Voron is always bird.
Then Voron will not be able to do that. We need to arrange. We need to see if she can get her kids into the same spot as her.
Yeah, Voron is proud warrior.
That's step 2 then, is to communicate with Lindsay and get her to have her children in this nearby so that they can all be taken out at once.
Yep.
So they can be recovered.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'll do another sending at night. So it's 2 nights to get there, right?
It's 3 days, so yeah, 2 nights. Well, no, 3 nights, and you'd arrive the next morning.
Okay. Then let's see here. I'll just send her one. Let's have a quick think here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
This is perfect for
There you go.
today's session. Fucking JPEG Lorge.
JPEG log. Let's take a peep here.
Oh yeah, that's in the
Classic.
Yeah, this is very appropriate for
shooting
today.
animals.
Hashat stealth quest.
Well, if
You
she
say
trades
that.
she'll be much,
I know
much
Hashat's
easier
actually
to
gonna be
find.
like fucking insubstantial and shit.
I'll
It's
be right
fucking
back.
funny.
I've made a great mistake.
Oh no.
I thought I was buying microwavable
no.
little patties. That I have to like cook them on the grill real quick. So
Oop.
Okay.
Cooking.
Alright.
Yeah, go do that.
You've made much worse food mistakes in your time. Count yourself lucky.
It's true. Alright, so Lindsay, 2 more days out. We'll find you. Can you gather your kids? Teleport your old pergola.
Well, the question stands. Do you want me to try and get back to the Wave Shorn, or should I accompany Lindsay?
Well, either is fine. If you can't make it, then whatever. Cass will be able to tell us over earring, right?
Yeah, I'll have an earring on, and Cass can have one too.
Sure, then that works fine. He can tell us if you'll be able to make it along or not. Otherwise, go too.
Oh, my parents are gonna be so mad.
What do you mean?
Why?
Hashat gets to teleport in like a great big
Oh.
goddamn hero.
Yeah, let's hope that's how that
No.
goes.
That was
Maybe it'll be
part of
fine.
why. That's part of why I was hoping to someone to go with Lindsay. On the other hand, never mind. I'll save that for later.
You can send Cass once you get back to the ship.
It's true, you could just do 2 teleports if you've got enough magical juice in the tank.
Yeah, or if after I sending stone Cass, Cass can also just use ascending to tell his mother that hey, Lindsay's at the teleport circle. Lindsay's about to come into the teleport circle at the Wizard College, so might want to get there.
Yeah, good point.
All right. Let's see when we check the mirror again. Come daybreak.
Alright, you can basically just use the same rhyme as last time, so NBD there. This time, the message chiseled into the cell floor has expanded. Help, space, me find them.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Okay, Sierra has a job to do.
Well, let's use the mirror and we can tell her where they are.
Oh fuck, that's right.
We can solve all our problems with magic.
Magic!
Sierra's so excited for a second.
Right.
Aww.
Well, I'll say wait. Wow, there's not a lot of things that rhyme with is. IBS, like that.
Yeah.
Or Eldran.
We can. I mean, we could just have. I mean, if we can't think of something, we could just have Sierra, the max level rogue, go find them, track them down.
I can figure this out.
Yeah, use that big brain of yours.
No one knows kids. Well, yeah, Chris was good one.
Yeah. Once
This is my
again,
best fucking guy.
you say this to the mirror, and there's like a moment's rippling, and then it just returns to its default reflective state.
Damn it.
Oh, they're being held in a
Oh,
place.
Or wait, give me.
I somehow doubt a bunch of Amazon barbarians have a anti-scrying zone. I think it just didn't understand.
Oh. Oh wait. Mirror, mirror, where all the children, please show us where they are hidden.
What was that? The first part of the rhyme there?
Mirror, mirror, where are the children, please show us where they are hidden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this time the mirror will do its little ripple thing, and then your perspective zooms out from the waveshorn, falls straight towards Suncrest Island. You see a large seaside town, nowhere near as big as Avara, say, but it's certainly bigger than Port Arrender, or almost the size of Anders Bay. It's built into the cliffside and then stretches out a ways back, and as your perspective tightens in on the town, you see a temple at the top of a hill overlooking it. You see Lanen's great thunderbolt emblazoned high above it in silver and iron. The camera does not focus in any more than that, but it seems they're inside of a Lanenite temple.
Lanen's temple.
Well,
Unfortunate that we couldn't get a visual on them, but we know a location.
and there's
Not as
probably
clean.
not a lot of, blonde cat children around.
I don't know. Have you tried doing this? I could do that. The smartphone zoom in into the building.
No, you cannot just squeeze zoom.
Yeah, enhance.
Enhance. No, there's no enhance function on the magic mirror.
But we saw the path where the temple was compared to, where the fuck we land.
Yeah, it's just on the top of the hill overlooking the town. You cannot miss
Alright,
it.
I guess we're going to have to teleport them separately.
Not as clean as I would have liked, but if
You can still move
while
absurdly fast.
we
now,
are
like-
looking, sorry.
I was asking, you can move absurdly fast for like an hour, right? You're invisible for 1 hour. You can move absurdly fast for a minute, or how long
It
does
depends.
haste-
It
haste a
depends.
minute?
It depends on what approach I'm going to be doing. In fact, I actually have two strategies, depending on the circumstances at the time. But yes, haste is or expeditious retreat or whichever is one of them. And
Oh yeah,
Cass is going to
expeditious retreat is like longer.
but I can extend scroll spells that I can cast.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, double your move versus bonus action dash.
I mean, they're both. They are no. We've literally been over this. They are both, as far as movement is concerned, they are both the same effect. It does not double my move speed. It lets you have a free bonus action to dash.
Oh no, I know that. I know that distance traveled by expedition retreat is an extra dash action.
And
as
so
a
is
bonus,
haste.
which is but if no haste is
No,
is literally double.
no. We had a long argument about this. Haste is not, as far as movement speed is concerned, haste and expeditious retreat do the same thing.
In fact,
No,
in essence, in
now
your
you
particular
misremember
case,
it.
as long as you're not stacking things, yes. You're just moving twice as fast and around.
Yeah, the dash action is extra movement as an action. And with the expeditious, it's double dash is 50% more. I know that. 30 becomes 60, 90, not
All right.
120.
The feet super don't matter.
Anyway,
Okay. So yeah,
While-
expeditious wins out.
while me and Cass are trying, and whoever else is going with us to watch over Cass while I do things, we can have Sierra look for the kids. Try and find this temple and locate them.
Sure. Do you want any backup, Sarah? I'm sure Szooth would be a good hand.
DCL, are you here?
He might
I
still be in the
think
bag
he's
zone. He might
cooking
be in the
pork
bag
first.
zone.
All right. Well, yes, she will accept it. Szooth help if he is willing to come.
Just don't you fuck my daughter, Szooth.
She's not your daughter.
She's still one of my daughters, okay? Still very protective about
She's your
her.
daughter, Rue.
She's
She's
my
a
daughter.
daughter, Rue.
Yes, your daughter, Rue.
She is my precious Babas. My sweet shining light. And a good girl. Even if she's a little thief.
And kleptomaniac. Unrepentant kleptomaniac.
So?
It's not her fault. It's a condition, okay?
Yeah. Don't worry. But there's always belt medicine.
Well, unfortunately, she didn't have a daddy around to give it to her.
Ooh!
Savak.
So, all right, you've done 2 nights of send and receive with Lindsay. You have another night left.
Sure.
there anything
They
you'd
are
like
in
to
the
do else
Layman
in preparation?
Temple. We will get them
Right, I think I figured
necessary
something out.
for that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go.
All right.
I think that works.
Well, hopefully. Is there any point in the next day at which you would
Yeah.
like to check in on Lindsay, or?
I have an
attempt to-
idea. I would like to check something if it's possible.
Okay, sure. Shoot.
Mirror, mirror, please show the way to the cell where they keep Lindsay.
No, that's not a rhyme.
You can't do that.
What? It's Lindsay. That's literally her name.
That's not her name is Lindsay. You can't just change the pronunciation
Lindsay.
of her name.
Go away,
Potato,
Edmund
potato,
Spencer.
What?
Potato, tomato.
Yeah, see, potato, potato, same writing, pronounced differently.
The mirror calls your bullshit and
that's-
does not respond.
Savin, Savin, what?
Only one of those is correct.
It is very precise. You cannot change the pronunciation of a person's name.
Okay, fine. Mirror, mirror, show us a way we can see, the way to, sorry. Show us so we can see the way to the cell where they keep Lindsay.
Okay. The mirror pans from the Temple of Lanan to the arena in the middle of the city.
I figured. I
Yeah,
believe she's
but
underground.
Yeah, the path too.
And
Because
it's
they can
the
be
arena
double
in the middle
travel
of the
zoomed in.
town. There's roads. You can't miss it. The mirror will in fact zoom out a little bit so you can see all of the roads in town.
Hey, well, that is actually good. Top view.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
Top view of map.
It will help Hashat cut down travel time at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if she spends the time
Hey,
to study
Kina,
the map. Or...
Yeah, you know as well as I do the fucking mount direction optimization can cut down a lot of travel.
Does anyone want to come with Cassidy and just watch his back?
Yeah.
Can I keep an eye on Cass?
Anything like the other, if they're anything like the other Amazons, it's
I
better to
certainly-
have somebody who
Yeah. Franz will
No,
suggest
like
everybody
in the
who doesn't have something else to do go watch Cass's back.
I certainly don't want Cass being led astray.
You mean kidnapped?
Yes, of course.
Crosses arms, glares.
Kidnapped.
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 Yeah.
Love you.
Or catnapped.
It would be very ironic if we rescue Lindsay and then I just get kidnapped.
I'm not sure if that's an
remember,
equal
you can
trade. Lindsay for Cass, one Lindsay for one's Cass.
I mean, I'd make the trade, sure,
Okay.
but it's not optimal.
Hmm.
Hey, Cass, remember, We only need one of us to be within 30 feet of you, and then you can switch places.
Would that mean I get?
As
Would
long as I
that
still have
mean
the
that
shield.
does that mean I would marry Lindsay instead of you?
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Amu can dream.
Man,
She's very hot. She's attractive. She's extremely attractive.
So didn't think she was into women, but
And some
whatever.
other things. I mean, no, but just thumb at the mirror.
What?
I guess she could be just really good at acting.
What?
Hmm?
What do you mean good at that? What? I don't
What?
get it. You know, it doesn't matter. Let's just get this done. I'm shaking in my boots.
Let me just dress up a bit. So
I'll be glad to get off this boat for a little while.
what? Stand on actual ground? Don't you like the water there?
No,
Hashat?
I hate boats. I hate boats.
No, you don't hate boats. You hate water.
Yeah,
You
well,
love
boats.
because otherwise
Where
you
does the
wouldn't be
boat
in
live,
water.
Ursula? It lives in the water.
The boat lives in the water. Ergo, I hate boat. The boat is a very thin protection between me and watery grave.
Yeah, so be happy boat exists.
I'll just stare at a bulkhead.
Well, I know how they dress a bit like some 10, 15 years ago only, so I can, well, spiff out how I look from, the mainland.
Yeah,
You know,
you can get
Cass, I
some
think you'd look
Amazon
pretty
and
good with some of those tattoos.
equivalent clothing out.
Yeah.
Fortunately, there's no way you'll pass as an Amazon, but you definitely have the body type and the outfit for it.
Yeah. Plus,
Just,
I've been in
just a bit short. That's all.
I wonder if we could get Cass some
that
tattoos
means their
while we're
fucking
here.
kneecaps are in a easy fucking distance.
I mean, considering this is the island of the Foodazons, I'm pretty sure they're gonna think that you're more like a dick sucking height. But you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah,
Well,
also
as you
Cass
saw-
would look great with some tattoos. You should get ones that look like a little love heart underneath the belly button.
What?
Come
Right,
on, you
lower
know you would
back.
rock that look. Oh, lower back, hell yeah.
Okay, the tramp stamp maybe, but still.
What, you don't want a navel piece?
Not really? That's more of a girl thing.
I guess so.
I suppose. I wonder. Tattoos for Tassie now.
Cassie leans out of your quarters. I feel like
How do you
I'm
feel
being
about
talked
tattoos, Tassie?
about. They're fine. Wouldn't mind a big sunburst on my back.
Ooh.
Oh, pretty.
So that's what you call them?
What?
Gross.
Oh. Grimaces. Ursula, you're
We should get you some
disgusting.
tattoos later. All right, so
I thought you liked the show.
She
Oh,
huffs
she's
and
our
returns
little
to her quarters.
sunbeam.
she's certainly the light of my life.
Aww. You're
Aww.
all so gay.
Tassie returns to her quarters, blushing now.
Huh.
She
All
says
right,
something
let's bring her
fucking
in.
Nice there. She says fucking something nice there and like get shit for it. Jeez.
Good times.
All right, so Sierra's going to go look for the kids. Me, Cat, you're going to try and hawk the boat.
Done.
Me, Ursula, and Cass are going to go look for Lindsay. And when we find her, I'm going to go do my thing.
Cyril, perk
Then
up.
you know where she is, how to get to her place.
What do you want me to do with the kids when I find them?
Bring them to the ship. We'll either boat them back or Hashat will come for a second teleport.
Alright. Are you sure Lindsay's gonna leave without him?
Well,
Because I know I wouldn't leave anywhere without my kids if they were in trouble.
I can't bring. I can only get Lindsay either to Pergolith or to Ivara or to some other circle I know. I can't take her out of the dungeon.
I mean, you can, it's just not going to be with a teleport, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I'd rather not try and knock my way out out of there. Well,
you are going to have to be the one
actually-
to persuade her. I don't know.
no, wait, actually. Well, never mind. I might be able to do that. Actually, I might actually be able to do that.
What,
Hold.
dimension door?
And just figure out a backup plan in case she doesn't want to poof out before her kids get rescued.
Well, we'll see how she is. I'll have to see how she is.
Yeah, I've met a Caliston or two. They're kind of stubborn.
Yeah, I know one. He's stupidly brave. Wait, no,
And
he's already
bravely
old.
stupid.
He's also right here.
Oh, I love you.
Ruffle
I love
hair.
you guys too.
Scritches up.
Just look at him, just pass him on the back.
Exactly. He's a
Alright.
big, strong adventurer. No, that's way too mean.
That's a bit too patronizing.
So way too mean. No, he gets
Yeah.
he gets ear
I was
rubs
about to
when
say,
he's
like,
"Hey,
and
I'm
then
r-"
the kilt ends.
Yeah, no. The moment he's like, and I'm right here, that's when he gets the ear rubs. Ear rubs.
Cass begins purring. France huffs a little. Right, I'll go in town as far as, I guess, Ursula and Cass go. If Lindsay's not willing to leave, like I said, maybe we can just pay the ransom.
All right.
Or,
Well,
Hopefully,
let me handle it.
Cricket.
Let me handle it.
or it could be like recursive, persuasion.
We'll see. When I make contact with her, I'll use the earring to talk to Cass, to tell Cass what's up. Oh, wait, he can't send it back. And you'll just have to like do a sending at me or something, and as a response.
Cass does not have sending. Has dimension door.
The scrolls, yes.
just
it
the
does.
mention
Scrolls.
though. Doesn't
Yeah.
yeah, actually, is sending not
No,
on
we
a
got
bot list?
scrolls.
Yeah. I'm just saying you got to give him a scroll or two. I don't know how many you guys
will-
have
yeah.
left at this point. Because it has to be
Sending
full
is-
on sending, not just stream sending.
Yeah. There was specifically Szooth for.
Alright, so how many scrolls of sending is Cass getting?
2.
Kina's
Okay.
the one with the number.
I know, that's why I'm asking. Okay.
2.
Yes, 2 scrolls of sending. Cool.
Otherwise, I would do the sending myself, but can't do that.
Okay. Let's make this happen then.
Good luck.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
No pressure or anything.
grab everybody's tokens. Here. So we have Sierra and Franz are going on operation, or different operations. DCL, are you back? I heard a pop.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
There you go. All right, DCL. You've been given an offer by Sierra to come with her to the temple where they are holding Lindsay's kids and try and save some babies in a sneaking mission.
Yeah. Sounds like that's what I'm going to be doing.
All right. So, let me move everyone on over to the town map. God, there's so many people. All right. So, just kind of move you guys into little groups. I guess Tassie will be with Team Go to Arena. Tarnavak's going to be in Team See You Later with Franz, basically. Right.
Well, he has to make sure to keep him safe.
Yeah, he'll go cruise with Franz for a bit. Right. And so yes, you guys are able to dock at Suncrest. They have a quite a large port where there are a number of red-maned Amazons coming and going from ships that are proudly flying the black flag. They don't seem to think
Haven.
too much of you, and especially once they see your enormous warrior women, they give you respectful nods and a clear berth as you enter town.
Excellent.
Back with the group.
Size matters. Ho, ho, ho.
It do.
It do.
All right. So at this dock, where is a harbor master to purchase this fucking ship?
All right. Yeah, you can indeed go talk to a horror master, and it's probably somewhere in the market here.
A harem master. Hey, where's that person?
A harbor master, not harem master. Although, yeah, you know.
You
fair.
got my hopes up for a minute there.
I mean, that person is definitely here as well.
No. Focus.
Focus a shot.
Stay on
Fine.
target.
There's 3,000% a slave trader here somewhere if you want to just buy harem girls. But yes, all right. So Sarah will clap Szooth on the shoulder and say, "Right, follow me. Let's go find this temple."
Hey, okay.
And lead him off towards the hilltops. And that leaves Tassie, Hashat, Cass, and Ursula. The arena is to the far south side. If you want.
All right. We'll head in that direction then.
Yeah, just keeping an eye out.
Go ahead and move
Worst
wherever you'd
case
like.
scenario, I reckon in
Towards
absolute
the
worst
south?
case scenario,
Yep.
it's probably gonna recognize some old Amazons. Oh,
Or
Yeah,
I
there's
guess I'll be
people
going down this
moving
way, I
around.
guess.
no, just
That way. All right,
make
hold
sure
on.
to
The
keep
shot when you squeeze through here, you hear a voice shout out from one of the Amazons nearby.
Hmm?
Oh, you must be a shot. Yeah, I
Freeze.
recognize those big horns.
Who the
That
fuck?
enormity of person. One
Someone
of
here
the
knows me.
You cut a rather striking visage.
the nearby Amazons will swagger forth.
Frown and turn and look at who apparently knows me. Who the fuck knows me here?
It's a good question. Yeah, she looks you up and down. She's a woman about 6'6", wearing a male bikini with a quite large sword on her back. Puts a pair of gloved hands on her hips and just gives a sharp whistle. Wow, Siggy really wasn't kidding about how huge you were.
Siggy. Oh, you know Siggy.
Of course I do. He's my cousin.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I can see the resemblance now. I certainly have the same taste in fashion.
She grins and says, "Of course. After all, we're all lion fangs. And you'll take a step forward. Must be little Cassidy. It's been ages. I barely recognize you in all that pink." Cass will immediately just fucking poker faces. All the Amazons kind of look
I
down at
will-
the sudden fuck meat on display.
I will put a strong arm around Cassidy and pull him
Alright.
against one of my legs.
Oh yeah, believe me, we've all heard about what he's been getting into, or who's been getting into him. The Amazons behind her start chortling as well. So, what brings the Royal Chronicler and his entourage all the way out here to Suncrest? My.
Well, we were on a trip on our boat on our ship when we rocked up on a what we thought was some kind of hobgoblin vessel, but when we finally looked it over, the damn thing was abandoned. So hooked some lines to it and brought it out and trying to hawk the damn thing. Should be worth a pretty penny. It's all completely intact. Nothing but some scratches.
Well, a hobgoblin ship. That's a worthy catch. Didn't think you'd stoop down to just being a bunch of salvagers.
Well,
Aren't you supposed to be
opportunists, I
town-saving
suppose.
adventurers?
Saving towns is just so exhausting, though. Can't do it all the time.
Well, if you're just here for some R&R too, there's an arena in the middle of town that I think you lot would be interested in. There's a real prize fight scheduled for today, in fact.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. Me and the girls are just going there to check it out. Starts in under an hour. It's gonna be an ogre and some fresh meat.
Well, I did see the big thing on the way in. It's hard to miss. Haven't seen a good fight in a while, so
Well,
checking the place out might be a nice idea.
you should come with us then. Might be we could make a wager for that new ship of yours. Happens to be that I've got some spare change in my pocket these days.
Well, that's not up to me. That's Nahia's deal. She's the merchant. I'm just the muscle.
Nahia, that's
I mean, she's the boss.
it's the big salamander, right?
Yeah.
Well, come on, let's go meet her then. She'll take a step forward and throw an arm around Cass's shoulder. Come on. I've been dying to meet all your friends, little chronicler. Eep. Siggy, this is not a great time. We just got here, and Tashat's terribly afraid of boats. She doesn't want to go back, and
Hey.
Just helps. Ursula helps Cass by, when you grab somebody's wrist there, and just with two fingers, like the thumb and index, and just lifts it off his shoulder. Lifts Sighilda's arm off his shoulder.
Hey, I don't know you. No touching. Although, she'll take a step forward and lean in. Now that I look at you, I would like to know you a little better. I'm Sighilda, Lionfang. Gives you a big winning smile.
Ursula.
Ursula. Oh, Siggy said you were a catfolk, not a bear. So much cuter than she imagined. Aw.
Just looks her up. Looks. I should be able to judge about how good of a fighter a person could be, right? How much of a challenge?
I mean,
Watch out.
there's not like an insight check to determine someone's level. No.
Not unless you're
You
a
can
fighter.
tell, however, just at a glance, that Sighilda here has a Lanonite holy symbol dangling from her chest between her breasts, and she has a big ritual component pouch on her hip. She's probably less of a fighter and more of a spell slinger.
Careful there, Siggy. Ursula may be cute, but she'll turn you into a pretzel.
But what if that's exactly what I want?
She's a girl who knows how she likes it, pretzely.
No. I know Siggy. She's a good girl.
Aw, I wouldn't go that far. Last I heard, she was playing the Bandit Queen. Or did that new man of her really change her around?
Well, it took her on our adventures together, so she has done what we have done.
So, what does that mean exactly? Come on, you and I should sit down and have a drink. We could talk about all your adventures. She is trying very hard to flirt. She's leaning in, big grin, tits like
Do you want to try and give her a
3 inches
persuade
from
check,
your
perhaps?
face. Sure. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, we can have a little nice conversation. But Cass and Hashat, we were busy with something else.
Aw, you're really all gonna just leave me here hanging with a beautiful bear woman all by our lonesomes? Really? I just so
Just
I mean,
loser.
disappointed.
I wouldn't want to be a
Just-
third wheel or anything.
Wait, how old does she look to be? Because, hey, she's a fucking human, air quotes, so.
I mean, yeah, she's probably like 20, 22.
I mean,
Maybe
maybe
I'm a
she's just
little
into
too
MILFs.
old. It just says. Hopefully you don't say that out loud.
Wait, what? What did the shot say?
I said maybe she's just into MILFs.
I mean, yeah, that's what her response is going to be. She just grins even wider and says, "Nah, you just got experience. That's all. I'd love to know all
Very-
about it."
Well, we can have our little discussion. We can have a little drink.
Great, great. Well, I guess I'll just have to meet your friend Nahia later, but the girls and I have a box reserved at the arena. Why don't you
Ooh,
join
fancy.
us?
Hang
Can it fit the shot?
on.
Oh, it could. Might have to disappoint some of my friends here, but they've been to the arena before. They can miss it. Her companions huff. But she gives them a sharp look and they settle down.
Say we're new in town. What's the best place to get a drink around here? For later.
Well, right now I'd say the best place is the arena. They have a full bar, snacks, anything you could want, really. If you have the private boxes, you could even rent some entertainment or a personal meeting with some of the gladiators.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's she glances between you and Tassie. It's a lovely elf gladiator they've got now. Knows a bit of spell slinging even. Think you'd like her.
An elf, you say?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful chocolate skin, lightning bolt tattoos all over.
Tessie!
Task gives you a glance up, nods.
And you say you can arrange a private meeting with some of these individuals. Well, I mean, you had my intention, but now you have my interest.
She will grin wide. Perfect. Well, why don't we all just go to the arena then? Grab your Nahia friend even. We can make it a whole party. There's enough room for, Alright, you might have to stand. She'll reach over and slap Hashat on the hip. But there's seats for the rest of you. And, well, someone might have to sit on someone else's lap, but that's fine. She grins at Ursula.
I would like to know more about the arena and these gladiators. Although, I don't think they let me keep any of them. I mean...
Well, some of them are for sale.
Really?
And
you
they are
say?
just slaves, after all. Although the ones that win championships, they become the Thane's personal property.
Do you know anything about this hot little elf you've mentioned, you've intrigued me with?
Name's Velatha, I think. She's, I don't know much about arcane magic, but she's no wizard. Fights with a sword. Pretty damn good at it, too.
Sounds kind of like what I do.
Might be. Who knows? I haven't seen you fight yet.
You don't want to be on the receiving end of it.
I'll just tap my hammer in my hand. Well, I mean, while I can sling some big destruction, I tend to like to use this and get it nice and personal.
My kind of woman. Well, yeah, if you're as interested in elves as Ziggy says, I bet with a few gold pieces in the right pocket, you could get to know her up close and personal.
Damn it, Ziggy! You're just giving it all away. Just gossip.
Loose lips.
Loose lips.
It's her cousin. What do you want?
Did we just lose someone?
We lost somebody.
Oh, no.
Welcome back.
Hello?
Yeah, I think it was
It was
DCL.
DCL. He must have jumped into a different pool by mistake.
Oops.
Or abandoned us, full of hate.
Abandoned us for Bargar!
All right. So yeah, if you guys want to let Sigilda take you guys to the arena.
Cover to check out the arena.
Yeah, when she comes to me, I will. Thanks, but I will pass. Not much of an arena kind of person. Plus, I think I'm gonna hang around here and try to score. Well, say hi. I can hear you again now.
I don't know what the fuck happened with my computer just then. It freaked the fuck out.
Oh, okay. Well, good to get back then. But like I said, I'll keep my eye out for. Maybe I recognize some older Amazons because, if you add 25 years to any Amazon, they tend to age up a bit.
Yep. If they survive. Amazons don't have the highest life expectancy, especially in these parts. But you can keep your eyes open, for sure.
Some are harder to kill than others.
Yeah, I will pass on your little arena trip. I'm going to try and score.
Speaking of scoring,
sure.
Wait, I do drop you cash for supplies because we're gonna need to restock a bit.
I'll handle it. Go have fun. Goodness me.
So as
speaking of score, yes.
As the other party is being escorted off, an Amazon approaches you. A tall, slender woman, less muscle-bound than the average one, with fairly dark makeup on and a circlet of gemstones carved in moon shapes around her brow. So I'll give you a little tug on the sleeve and draw your attention from the market's harbor master.
Good day, man. How can I help you?
Your name is Nahia, yes?
And this is correct.
That's good. Good. Might I have a private word? My residence isn't far, and you'll want to hear what I have to say.
Sure, consider my curiosity quite piqued.
Perfect. She will escort you away from the market. Over to a nearby house. She opens the door and gestures for you to go inside. And once you do, she steps in, closes it, and there's a moment of near absolute darkness inside, save for your flickering tail flame. All the windows have been closed shut. And then she doesn't look quite the same when you focused your eyes in. As soon as Roll20 unfreezes.
Aha!
Roll 20, please.
Oh, is it the one that I guess it is?
I'm expecting a demon.
Yeah, me too.
Not quite, at least not by the looks of things. Here we go, you'll do. Boop.
Well, if it.
Ah!
Oh,
That
You
that's a
are.
fangy fucker.
that
Yeah,
one
you.
of one of August's daughters.
A vampire.
Not quite either.
Vampire?
As you
Ah.
turn around, you are greeted by a woman. She has the same circlet around her brow and the same dark makeup, but her skin has taken on a more reddish hue, and her hair is just coal black spilling down her back. She will extend a hand and say, General August said you would be coming.
Aha!
General August.
A pleasure. I shall take her hand and give her the ladylike hand, smooch pondine hand.
Are you gonna look up at the ceiling and give a thumbs up to the air?
I'm definitely not going to do that. I might get in trouble.
Don't break the fourth wall. I'm Liamonte. I'm part of the Vanguard. General got in touch, asked me to give you the lay of the land.
Oh, that's certainly appreciated.
You might say I have a unique point of view on the place. Been here a long time. Helped found this town after the war.
Yeah, that's
Here
quite
you're,
the unique view.
here you're here looking to rescue a prisoner, right? One of the gladiators.
That is correct.
Oh, come here. I've got the old blueprints for the arena and the dungeons underneath.
No, that is fantastic. Sure. Follow on after her.
Used to be an elven eyrie where their dragon knights would train and keep their mounts. It's a hard battle taking this place, but, well, there are enough
So,
bodies that a problem, zombies and skeletons especially, and it solves itself eventually. We'll run out of blood to spill.
And,
Elf scum. He reaches behind a bookcase and you hear a clunk clunk. And it will slowly ratchet itself out of position to reveal a secret room, which will lead you into, and inside you see a armor stand with pitch black plate armor emblazoned with a bluish white snowflake. There's a set of great swords hanging on the wall and several scrolls and books covered in a thick layer of dust.
Say, what is your take then on, I suppose, August's new life, so to speak?
Oh, yes, I've heard he's shed his vampire powers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was always a means to an end, if you ask me. Just a way to put down the... She says a word in Elven. Do you speak Elven?
I speak everything. I understand everything. I don't speak it.
Excellent. Then she says a word in Elven that translates to the Elven World Masters. She'll spit the word. As a way to put them back in their place, which I suppose escalated a bit to being in their graves, but frankly, after what they did to the Queen, I'm not in any way sympathetic. Still, if the general's found a way to regain some measure of his old life, that's good. Maybe he can finally do what the rest of us have done and put his sword down for a while.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of what we've been working on. He's giving off a very retired grandpa with hot wife thing right now, which I think is a good sign.
As long as he doesn't start getting old like a grandpa.
Uh,
Ugh. You know how
no, I've been
annoying it
thinking
is to
about this.
pretend you're getting old. I have to do it every generation.
No, that does actually sound like a pain. And now you could always fake a pregnancy.
Well, luckily I can just do it the old-fashioned way. Speaking of which, you should probably hurry. My husband will be home soon.
Oh, of course. Sorry. I take it they are not quite so aware of the state of things.
She'll laugh and say, "Not this one. He's a precious little thing."
Aww. Delightful. Sure. Let us do this quickly then.
So she will take down a scroll case and hand it to you. Here, blueprints for the arena, the dungeons underneath. There used to be a sewer system. I don't think the Amazons have figured out how to work it again yet, but it shouldn't be too hard to chisel through the walls of it into the dungeons, if you want. Wouldn't be quiet, though.
No, not exactly.
But there's enough guards down there in the dungeons to make it worth your while to avoid a fight. Then again, she'll take another scroll case down and shove it into your hands on top of the first. Here, Thane Sylvia's manor. It's not far from the arena, between that and the temple.
Hmm.
If you have any reason to go pay our Thane a visit, there's the blueprints.
Oh, well, very appreciated.
And one more thing. There's been some problems outside town. There's an old barrow where the elves buried their, what was his self-righteous little title? King of the Skies or some such. Dragon-riding prince. In the last few years, the spirits around the barrow have been getting more active. Hard to walk around outside town, especially at night. Well, maybe not for you or me, but
Yeah.
I'd worry about your companions. They're not as used to dealing with the dead as we are.
Understandable. Goodness, this is a much more complicated situation. The reality is, it could well be that we'll be gone before the day is done.
Well, I hope that's the case, but if not,
Yeah,
well,
this
you
will
know
be
where to
in
find me.
Indeed. The person that we intend to rescue, would you know anything about children being held in the Linen Temple here?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of kids up at the temple. I think Sylvia has them trained up to be what do they call their priests now? This Lane god, she's some new fad.
Scouts?
Stormcallers, I think.
Stormcallers, right. Sure. I need to go and collect a couple of children that are there.
That might be hard. Anyway. They're kept under a pretty tight guard. They've got a lot of paladins up there. Serious heavy hitters, too. Not the weak flesh they throw through the grinder at the arena. That temple means a lot to Thane Sylvia. She's quite taken with that Storm Maiden.
Alright, I'll have to get in contact with a few friends of mine then and see if I can't help them out.
As you're saying that, you hear something rustling at the front door, and Amante curses. Shit, out.
Yeah, I will step through the door, look and see if there's just like a window that goes out into the street, and I'll just fucking misty step onto the other side.
Whoosh.
Poof.
You hear the secret door clank closed just as the front door is opening, and a kitsune boy wanders in with an armful of groceries.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay then. I guess I'm gonna go head towards the temple then to go and tell Sarah what I've learned.
All right. And so, yeah, we can switch over to Szooth and Syrah, because they're probably, this point, in the process of scouting the place. Let me see if I have dynamic lighting on. I do not. Cool. It's actually perfect. So, Szooth. You and Puppo Supreme have departed the town square and made the short walk up to the top of the hill. There is a quite large temple structure dominating the horizon. It's surrounded by a wall about 10 feet high or so and fairly thick. But there's a gate currently open where some guards are standing around. I'll move you guys over to the new map. Sarah will crouch down at the edge of the gate and peer around.
Which way would you prefer to handle this? Social stuff or physical?
I'd prefer to sneak if we can. I don't think we want to take all these people in a fight. Not just the two of us.
Oh, a fight? Of course not. I would have to punch too many nethers for that. I'd much prefer to keep a low profile.
He's gonna punch nuts until his knuckles smash.
Well, I mean, that's one way to go about things.
Well, for starters, these gates serve no barrier to entry. We should try to come along from an angle where there is less guards.
Yeah, I think I see some foliage. She'll point. Over there, we could climb up and over the trees. Get into the courtyard that way.
Indeed, but we want to get inside the building. Any open windows that you spy?
I didn't see any on the ground floor, and the ones I do see are all stained glass. No openings. Have to make our own.
Would you happen to have a quiet way for doing that?
She will draw a dagger from her belt, flick it over, and hand it to you hilt first. Magic knife. It cuts through pretty much anything silent, but you'll have to be careful about the glass not shattering. That I can't help you with.
Wouldn't it be better to use it on, say, something like wood?
That'll take a long time. But you're right. Although the temple's made of stone, if they have a back door or something.
Oh,
So Sarah just had the best idea, and that's you go, all right, Sarah, so you kiss the glass and suck while Kobold cuts a circle around it and she pulls it away like a suction cup.
He's not that good at suck. Jesus.
I mean, if you wanted suck, you should have brought Cass with you, but
Although Szooth's pretty good at the suck, too, let's be honest.
Fortunately, I cannot just turn invisible and walk through the front doors. Right. Let's at least just try
Actually,
getting
hold on.
inside.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay, wait.
Just no, dude. Shush.
I
You
want.
shush. You're not there. Be quiet. Syrah says when you start mumbling, I know a little spell slinging myself. I can cast invisibility.
Let's wait until we can make sure we can get through the doors first. Even if we do have invisibility, those temple guards will still notice the door being opened.
Yeah. Might be a good idea to wait till nightfall. That way it's a little easier to creep around without anyone seeing the traces.
Oh, it's not even night yet.
No, you guys got here in the morning.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Like, we're gonna have to wait for a night operation.
Yeah, right now we're just here scouting, but see what we can do come nightfall. For now, she'll hap her chin. Wait, look. She points right next to the door. There's a very thick coating of vines everywhere. You could use that to climb up the side of the building.
If it's
Going through
climbing
the windows is not a great idea, but maybe there's a way in through the ceiling.
if it's climbing the building, then any entry point is fine for me. I can at least just run up the wall.
Well, that's great for you. Fortunately, I'm bound by hands and feet.
Oh, I can teach you the trick if you want.
Oh?
Yes. First, it involves overcoming gravity with facts and knowledge.
Oh no, you're a
Strong
monk.
play.
No.
Oh. Hey, sometime let me tell you about a friend of mine. His name was Zanza. Love that little guy. He punched like nobody's business.
Heard he ended up in a glaive.
Yeah, that's right. My husband carried it for a while, and now he's in Marcus's hands. Real cool weapon. Makes you go very fast.
But yes, if it's a matter of climbing, I can take a rope up and be able to give you a handhold.
In that case, you're real small, and I can drop an invisibility. Maybe you should go up to the rooftops and see if you can see another way in that we can't from the entrance.
Want me to do it right now?
Might as well.
Oh, okie dokie then.
All right, let me get a little ways away from the guards so they don't hear me enchanting. She'll drag you over. And cast invisibility. Whoosh. Alright, spell card. There you go. Got
Now
up
we
to an
can-
hour. Make the
now
most
we
of
can-
it.
Now he commends a virtuous mission.
She
circle
reaches
around.
out to like pat your head, but instead just misses and gropes your tail.
Oh no, I was saving that for later.
Oh
You
no,
can't take breakfast.
I'm sorry, did I ruin your marriage?
No, you just ruined my breakfast.
There's a look of confusion and horror on her face, but she'll mask that after a moment.
Long story. Gotta
Right.
climb.
Okay, good luck, little guy. I'll be here.
I like to think that when you go fast, you make the Noom sound effect yourself.
It's
Noom.
like when they were shooting episode 9 of Star Wars and the fucking actors just kept going boom, boom, boom with their lightsabers. Actually, I think that happened in the prequel trilogy too.
I mean, you can't really blame them for doing it.
It's part of the
Yeah,
manual.
was it
It's all.
Kenobi? Kenobi did that.
Yeah, that's right. Ian McGregor's such a nerd. I love him. Anyway, so yeah, Szooth, you scuttle up along the walls there and get up to the second floor, where there is in fact a like a stained glass window right about here. If you want to take a peek through, or here, in fact, either way.
Where? I did not see the pings.
Get the ruler out. There are windows here, here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these little bulges are the windows on the outside, basically.
Oh wow.
But they are all on the second floor. There's no windows on the first floor.
And then that's when we need to use that that magical dagger to cut a hole in. Cutting a Szooth-sized hole won't take too much long. A kleptomaniac-sized hole might take a little bit longer, though.
Yeah. I suppose it depends on how big the chillins are. All right. So yeah, do you want to take a peer through?
Yes.
All right. So in the room you are adjacent to, you see 3 children. At least you're pretty sure they're children. Either that or they're like kobold-sized people.
It's
Well,
usually children when I've made that bet.
usually, I mean, you have definitely seen like at least one dwarf though. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's 2 like young kids and one who's probably like 15 or 16, already like adult height, a blonde girl. They're all sitting at the 3 desks here in the room working on something. Do you read Celestial by any strange chance?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Because I think you get Celestial. Wait, did they change that? Let me check 5e open. Because I think Astral gives you Celestial.
Well, remember you're using the doc I gave you.
Oh, right.
Although I don't
Oh.
think that was ever a thing.
Is it not? Am I just completely misremembering?
Let's take a peek. Astral Cell. No, I do not think you do.
Was there a time where Szooth spent time learning Celestial?
I don't think so. It's not on your character sheet anyway.
I guess no.
All right. You are learned enough though to recognize the Celestial script, and they are all 3 writing something in it.
Damn it! Can't I just get Tongue of Sun and Moon? Why does it have to be level 15? Could already just cast a spell to understand all languages.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, kiddos are going about their business. They're too distracted to even have a real chance of noticing you.
None of them look like the kids we're looking for, right?
And let's see, you have seen, yeah, you've seen them in through the magic mirror. So no, these do not look like the correct kids.
All right. I checked the other room. This one over here.
All right, when you get over here, you see much younger children. There's a boy who looks maybe 4 at the oldest, and a tiny infant girl who's in a cradle in the side of the room. The young boy has been crying recently, but he's drying his eyes. There's another figure like standing in the doorway staring at him. Large, dark-skinned woman with black hair and a large crown of blue and pink iron around her brow. Not speaking, but you can you're sure that some emotionally unpleasant exchange has just happened.
Are these the kids?
Well, yes, they are. They are almost certainly.
I thought so, but I did not want to assume. And so at least we got the room they're in for right now. I will try to suss out what's happening by waiting like a minute or more.
All right. So yeah, the distressed moment has come to an end, and little Cassidy the Third will sniffle and then go over to the desk and plop down, and the Amazon woman will cross her arms and say, "Good. Now you behave like a good boy. Do your work. Someday you'll grow up and become a scion of Lanin. Learn to use her magic even in your," you'll give him a sneering look, "masculine form. Be thankful the Thane loves you as much as she does." Little Cass will huff something quietly and hunch over the desk. And the large woman will step out of the room, close the door. You hear it bolt, lock.
He huffs under his breath. Hail Hydra.
Seal, you are muted, by the way, just so you know.
Fucking goddamn it! I was saying instead of wasting my invisibility, I should go get a lay of about like a lay of the land of everywhere I can see and scuttle towards, and then come back just to have that information for when we break in, just in case.
All right, so yeah, you can go scurrying around the temple complex, getting as much of a lay of the land as you want. However, just as you are like finishing up here, I think this is about when Nahia will arrive. Grab a token. Complete with Bjorb. Doop. And just as Nahia walks up to the temple, Seer will jump down out of hiding behind you. She is cool.
Greetings. Here. You'll probably want this. I shall hand over the map of, the Thane ship connected to this place.
Yeah, just a short ways from here is the Thane's actual like manor house. Oh, where'd you get these?
I have secret special sources that can only be achieved when I am left completely alone and unobserved.
Squint.
Also, I have this. I shall hold up a map of the fucking arena and dungeon. Unfortunately, I believe the others have already gone ahead to go and get Lindsay, so I can't get this to them.
Shit. Well, considering who they bumped into just as we were leaving, I don't think I want to poke my nose in. If that rogue lion thing recognizes your group, she'll definitely recognize me.
That is a fair point.
And if she recognizes me, she knows she's in trouble.
Yeah? What's her fucking bag then?
Oh, I don't know what's wrong with her in particular, but it's not exactly a secret who I work for, and if I'm showing up someplace, then anyone
Right.
who knows anything is going to know to leave the area. Which might
That
tip
makes
off the
sense.
Thane. Yeah.
You're not a
Right.
very good spy if everyone knows who you are and who you work for.
Well, I mean, it's everyone in the fucking noble family, yeah. Practically
It
related.
is really a pain in the ass, I'm sure. But yes, fair enough.
Yeah, this is why I have to be on diplomatic duty. I'm too high profile now.
That is a shame. You were very good at being sneaky.
I am. I am the best. You know what? Just for that, she will reach into her pocket and produce a pair of your panties and hand them to you. Someone
Thanks. I take it you've
pickpocketed
also got
these
the other
off
three?
you. What?
Ah,
Missing 3. No, I only caught the thief who stole the first one there.
I like how you were
a shame. I even went to go to the Mithrin Church and pick up extra special, business underwear. That all went missing too.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh well. But apparently there are paladins, clerics, and they're all there because of the Thane. I have no idea what you're planning to do before nightfall, but if you want to go and rob the Thane.
Rocks back on her heels. I'd love to, but I don't
Yeah,
want to
business,
waste
I'm
any
sure.
resources we need for the actual mission.
Sure. Well, so did you guys have any luck locating the kids, Szooth?
Actually,
Oh, I like nearly leap out my fucking scales at Szooth talking.
oh right, sorry.
Szooth will do a little spin kick in the air and drop the invisibility.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Da-da-da-da. I managed to actually locate where the children are.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know what scene I walked in on, but there was a young but older boy of the two. He was crying over something.
Crying children, you say?
Indeed.
Mithrin Paladin knuckle cracking noises.
Siri just reaches way up to put a hand on your shoulder. Easy there, big girl. Easy.
Hmm.
Are they okay? Not hurt in any way?
Indeed. They at least look healthy.
Okay.
Ugh.
And trust me, and they're that young, you can recover from emotional trauma.
Yeah, it's not exactly an exceptionally comforting thought, though.
What I'm saying is they can wait till nightfall. Don't go nuts.
Yeah, I know. It would be even better if we could snipe them up now, get them to the boat. But
No, if they notice the kids are missing, they'll double the guards in the arena and vice versa. I gotta
yeah.
sync this up.
The pain. Okay. I am chilled. I have found my chill. Okay. Let's see here. Hopefully the others then come back and we can pluck them up out of the dungeon. And do you think that you'll be able to grab the kids without us then? Do you need more helping hands?
I think the two of us will be fine.
Okay. Let's see here if I've got anything that would help. Not especially. I mean, I'm gonna go back and sell my boat now. If you would like to come along. I'm sure I've got a whole market full of people with empty well, not so empty pockets in there.
I feel like I'm being accused of something.
No. Let's see here. No, I can't think of anything else that we can do until it's time to commence a virtuous mission.
Alright, go sell your boat then, and I will, poke around town and see if Franz has made any progress.
Sure. If
Jeez.
anything, and we get really, really cocky about it, we now know how the Thane's place fits up. If a ransom ends up having to be paid, they might not be able to hang on to it for particularly long.
Well, you really don't want to start a diplomatic incident. As much as I don't like these slaving scum, the Amazons can cause a lot of problems for us in the sea.
That is true. Goodness knows I'm more than aware of the risks of piracy. A shame. If it not for all the slavery, I would be a tremendously big fan of gigantic muscular women with, well, dicks.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm sure Franz is making a lot of progress. She gives you a wink. Alright, I'll catch up. You two stay out of
Sure thing.
trouble.
You do the same.
And Sierra is going to cast Disguise Self. So she doesn't
Merit.
give anything away, and then disappear into the crowd. Whoosh. And speaking of crowds, it's time to check in on our other friends.
Oh boy.
At the arena.
Huzzah.
So,
Oh my, hello. Weight bearer! The weight bearer is here! The swole bold has returned.
he has the cuboid kobold.
You do know that you need to keep low then because he fucking hates us.
Yeah, speaking of keeping low,
Hey, wait a second. Isn't that the cleric woman Manda?
which
Or
one?
is just a token in common?
Yeah, that is
a
indeed just
salamander.
a generic commander.
Right.
You saw like 20 of them back on Tide Scale. Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking of recognizing people, as you approach this huge elven architect coliseum structure, there's a bunch of Amazons loitering around outside, a couple of guards, and for the briefest moment you catch a glimpse of Franz standing in the doorway, and he sees Sighilda, who is busy flirting at Ursula. He goes, "Oh, fuck, scampers." What? And you do him a
Wow.
hide.
Yep, much alike to Sierra. If he nobility is seen here noticing Glindsey, then they would be aware that shit is fucked.
Yeah, like one little cast they can probably look past. The ambassador to Ivara showing up, less so. All right,
Shit,
let's.
where are we? Am I even here?
No,
No,
you are not.
it's the other
You
party.
are
The
back at
other
the temple. This is concurrent to you. So, yeah, Hashat, Tassie, Cass, Ursula, Sighilda arrived at the arena. Sighilda will take a few steps forward and say, "Well, before we head up to the box, what say you make some wagers on the upcoming fights?
I suppose.
I can show you which gladiators are worthwhile."
Well, you're the one who knows which plays better, so lead on. I do have some coin I could spare to gamble with.
Great. Well, come on then. I'll swagger on ahead.
Oh. Yeah.
Whoops. I mean, she wants you inside her, but not quite that literally.
Not like that though.
burst
Yeah,
out of her like
just
from
keep
fucking
it.
aliens.
All right.
No, you have to have a serious stick to be called a chest burster.
Yeah, that's the shot's job.
Mhm.
Good. We're early enough that the game master's still in her office. That means won't have to wait too much in line. And there's the Thane in her box already. She will gesture past this front desk to a guarded box where you can see the back of a tall, statuesque, red-headed woman sitting in one of two chairs.
So that's the big shot.
That's Thane Sylvia, all right. Hereditary ruler of this place.
So
Dude.
how does that work here? Do they just like have a big like old wrestling match to see who's the person in charge, or you gotta kill the person, or like what's the?
Do you not know what hereditary means? It
Oh
means her
right.
mom was the Thane before her, and
Oh, so
so on
she's
and
just
so forth.
royalty then.
Yeah, just
So she,
nobility.
all
The
right.
Amazons consider this island their holdings.
Uh,
Same as any other part of the, well, Confederacy.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I don't think we'll get a chance to see Thane Sylvia fight, but I've had the chance once before. She's a real
Oh yeah.
powerhouse. Oh
She
yeah.
fights.
Once in a full blue moon, she'll take to the arena to put down some upstarts. She's got
Oh, I
a
see.
hell of a magic axe to her name, too. I think she calls it the Brutalizer, in fact.
Nice.
So, come on over here and we'll see who's on tap today.
Just, yeah, just, yeah.
Is that a shark? You know, we met a bunch of those recently. One of those Sahagin?
Yeah, razor fins. Big old
So-
shark people. And they're scary pirates,
The
but
Swag-Hagans.
swag hags.
Swag-Hagans.
Alright, let's
Can't,
see.
They can't stop the
Oh.
swag.
Cass, come here. He reaches over and grabs the little fuckboy. Look there. She will point directly at where you can see what is no doubt Lindsay herself milling about with the other gladiators. You're gonna love her. That's Cassandra. She's a real kick puncher. Hell of a beauty, too. It's who? What? Cassandra. I bet she's probably a
Yeah.
cousin of yours or something.
What a coincidence! So that's the word. That's the name I call Cassidy sometimes. You know, wink. I'll give her a nut. I'll give a Lionfang a nudge.
Oh, really? Wow.
But, you know, just in private. Wink.
Cass turns into a tomato and then explodes. Right. Anyway, she's a real pleasure to watch fighting. She does use a sword sometimes, but mostly she just punches people in the throat and then they collapse. It's over before you can even see her start.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then that, right past her, she'll point out the elf, that's Valatha,
Ooh.
the spell sword. Personally, one of my favorites.
Hmm.
Then over there on the other side, there's the new meat, ones who are
Oh, okay.
recently added to the stable. I haven't gotten a chance to see that Kobold fight yet, but he looks pretty tough for a little
Kobold?
guy.
Can
You
we
just,
like see?
just
Can
point
we
them out?
see all the gladiators from here?
Yeah, between here and you can go over to the other window to peek out. Yeah, these
Okay,
are all the ones who are
just-
fighting today, except for the stars of the show. They're still
The
probably
stars.
still down below.
Oh yeah, who's the big? Who are the? You know, who's the real the real shit happening?
All right, so get this. She drops her voice a little. So maybe you haven't heard, but this island's got some spirit problems, right? There's an old barrow out in the wastelands, and last few years things have gotten a little haunted. So the Thanes put out a bounty for a group of adventurers to deal with the problem. But before you can, you have to surpass a great challenge to prove you're worthy. This group of
really?
idiots just rolled off the boat, said they'd solve it no problem. But the Thane's gonna put them up against an ogre. I don't think they've got much of a chance, but if they do, well, maybe they are worth going to the... What?
I have a question.
I've got all the answers.
Would one of them happen to be a large cowgirl with a sword?
No, I don't think so. I think it's, two cat folk, an Amazon boy, and a half-orc.
And I have what?
Half-orc.
Half-orc?
You know, big green bastards covered in hair.
No, it doesn't ring bell to me.
Like,
Well,
you've
we
never met an
saw-
orc before?
Yeah, but we saw.
I mean, the whole crew.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
seen orcs before.
They're brand new by the look of them. Don't even have magic weapons yet.
Against an ogre? Oh boy, that'll be something.
Yeah. They've been insisting very loudly in the town square that they're the champions we've all been seeking, but
Uh-huh.
I'm not holding my breath. That's why I'm betting on the ogre. She will
Oh my
clap her
God.
coin pouch.
You gotta start somewhere, I guess. What are the odds on that one?
Well, it's 3-1 that the ogre kills them all.
Out of character. Now you figured that out. I'm thinking back on the other fucking team as well.
I mean, I was a runty little up and coming adventurer. But at some point, not too long ago, myself. So I kind of sympathize with them. You know what? I'll take that bet.
Really? Well, let's step over here to the Game Master and make it official.
What are the other matches?
Let's see. I think Cassandra and Velatha have a match, and then it's gonna be that QB Kobold. What's his arena name? The Weight Bearer. It's gonna be fighting a
Wait.
Manicore.
Hold up. Wait. Did you say Kobold? And did you say what was his name again?
The Weight Bearer.
Weight bearer.
The Weight Bearer? No way,
Ursula.
it couldn't be.
It is.
What's he look
Ursula.
like?
He's a kobold, but he's just a mountain of muscle and kind of cube shaped, like his shoulders and his ass are the same
Kobold?
width.
Holy shit, Ursula, it's fucking Uthman.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were gonna see that guy
we can
again.
toss some- Oh, yeah. At least we can toss some cash on him.
I definitely bet on Uthman.
Well, luckily that match, well, all the matches except the ogre fight are just to blood, so
Who's
it's
Uthman up against?
the Manicore. She's new too. I hear that she uses spells, so that should be a fun fight. And then last but not least, she taps her chin for a moment. I think it's the Tiger Shark lady against, what was it, the Black Ranger? No, Red Ranger. Yeah, that was her name.
Red
Mystery
Ranger.
fighter, mercenary, volunteered for the arena if you can believe it. Apparently,
Well, I
the
mean-
Thane really liked that.
Well, I mean, gotta find some people just really want that glory, right?
You ask me, what she
Trying to-
really wants is a shitload of money from the Thane.
I mean, that's always pretty good too. Nice little payday.
The volunteer fighters get to keep a share of whatever bets are placed on them if they win.
Really?
Mm-hmm. What, thinking about having a go? There's still time to volunteer. As you guys are walking into the Game Master's office, Franz is like disappeared into this plant.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really
He had the
If we were here for
advantage
long-
from everything around him.
tempting if we were here for longer, but I don't think it'll take too long for us to sell that boat. And winter's coming in soon, and we gotta get back. I got stuff to take care of at home.
Ooh,
Gotta
oh man, speaking of
go see my
winter,
wives again.
she
Oh, my other wife.
thinks for a moment and stops herself. Yeah, never mind. Dumb joke. Oh, we're almost up. And you will be...
So Cass and Tassie.
Do you
what
have
do
any favorite? He just looks at Sighild and asks, "Do you have any favorites then?"
Yeah, so Cass is gonna pipe up. I'm gonna bet, he counts out some coins. 100 gold pieces on, what's her name? Cassandra?
Your nickname?
Shut up. Yeah, 100 gold on Cassandra. The woman behind the desk will
s-
widen her eyes. Well, that's a stout bet, little man.
My.
You must really fancy the kitten, huh? No, I just believe. I believe in her. Well, all right,
So,
happy to take your money
can
either
you bet?
way.
Can you bet on anyone?
Anyone you want, miss.
I bet on the Kobold.
The weight bearer.
Yes. If
I don't know.
that's
He's
okay.
up against. I don't know. He's up against a manticore. Can't they fly? That seems kind of cheating, I suppose. But someone who can fly up against someone who can't fly.
Well, either way, it's up to you, miss. How much you willing to put down on the weight bearer?
Yeah, drops 100 gold on it.
Ooh, high rollers today. See, Sighilda's bringing some very wealthy friends. Siggy will just grin and say, "That's right, and I'll put 100 on the Kobold as well." All right, if you're sure. And you, big lady?
Hmm. Well, I don't really know. I only know the one gladiator for sure. But I feel like we've already bet a lot on him already. So I'll put 50 on the Manticore up against the weight bearer.
All right. What did you say,
And
100 GP?
50.
50.
And I'll put 50.
How you counter betting on the.
I'm gonna counter bet you guys. Playing just in case.
So it's a win-win no matter what, so that's always
Exactly.
okay.
So I'll put 50 on that hot little piece of elf over there with the tattoos. Speaking of which, I hear some people can get a meeting with some of these gladiators.
Well, that's right. Fortunately, it's a little close to go time for a before session, but if they aren't too banged up afterwards, we can arrange a little something, sure. Any of them catch your eye?
Well, my little kitten has his eyes on that little kitten, so maybe. And I'll pull Tassie close to me. I've got a sweet spot for elves myself, so.
Speaking of which, 50 gold on the Latha, too.
Who's that? Who did that?
That was Tassie.
Tassie. Oh my.
Sling some gold onto the desk. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your bets. However, before you retire to your box, can I interest you in the title fight of the night? It's 3-to-1 odds that an ogre can wipe the floor with a party of neophyte adventurers.
Oh yeah, that. I heard about that one. That one's pretty good. I'll put 50 on those adventurers.
Yeah, I put 50 on the nerds.
All right, all right.
By the
Anybody
way,
else?
I heard something about a volunteer going up against fighting that Sahagin, that tiger shark.
That's right. An Amazon from the mainland's come up, looking for
Yeah?
coin. He's volunteered for the arena. Don't see that too often. Why, you interested in betting on that one too? I'm afraid the odds aren't great on the new meat's
blood?
part. You just haven't seen her fight yet. Just a couple of practice runs. So
A
it's
young Amazon
2-to-1
seeking
against her.
wealth. Well, I've got most of my spending down on the other bets, but I do have a little bit of extra. So I'll put
I can do
down. I'll put down.
30.
I'll put 100 silver on the Amazon. Some of my
I dropped
back.
I dropped 30 GP on the Amazon.
All right. You all certainly have quite the bit to spend. Thank you very much. Now then, you can go ahead and take the stairs to your boxes, and if there's anyone you're interested in seeing after the matches, so long as they aren't too bloodied, you can ask your server to arrange something.
All right. Oh, and those we can get some like drink and food up in the boxes, right?
Of course, of course. And of course there's an open bar down here as well, and on the other side.
Yeah. Sure thing, and just I flicker, I go to get
Sounds
some
good.
drinks for yourself.
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. Do enjoy your arena watching. She will tuck that one down into her cleavage.
Let's get ready.
All right. So, the first fight of the night is going to be Velatha versus Cassandra.
Can't
Oh
believe we're
boy.
having a fighting tournament and I'm not in it.
Let me close out some of these unnecessary character sheets, because boy, howdy, there's a lot of gladiators you guys bet on.
Yeah.
Velatha. Just gonna go ahead and turn on Initiatavo as these two girls prepare to duke it out. So as they come out onto the field, Lindsay will draw
Oh
forth.
God.
Oh boy!
He
Will draw forth a small sword while Velatha takes out a long knightly blade. They will salute each other, and yes, Hashat, Ursula, if you want to roll insight, you can. There's a brief exchange between the two that you can't hear from way up here. All right, Ursula, you are quickly able to tell just by the way they're facing down each other. Neither of these two want to hurt the other. In fact, when they walked up onto the field, they were quite close. Almost enough to hold hands, but not quite. You'd guess that they're definitely friends. But they have a little choice in the matter, so they square up. And Velatha's barely had the chance to raise her blade to a guard position before the Thane raises her hand to commence the match, and Lindsay lunges forward. And gonna do a swing at it. Oh, that's a good hit. It's gonna disrupt her. So Velatha needs to make a con save, which she
Oh no,
does not.
Velatha.
Ooh. She gets slammed right in the throat, just like just like Siggy said, and then Lindsay begins just punching the shit out of her. Whap whap.
Kick punching.
All right, so 19. Oof. What?
Hmm?
Roll 20 just ate one of my inputs. That's fine. I just have to do it again. All right. So yeah, Velothra gets
Oh,
punched super hard in the throat. He staggers back, snarls, and then she brings her blade around. And let's see. So she's not getting her extra attack now, but she does have this. Let's see if she hits. Oh, she does. All right. Pow! Oh, God.
Ooh.
There is a blast of eldritch energy as Lindsay also gets like half her hit points knocked
Gets
off.
her shit kicked.
Oh, and an extra 3 damage because before she hits, of course, Velothra will throw a Heckblade curse on her.
Her
All
fighting
right.
style looks fairly familiar, don't you think? Both of their fighting styles look kind of familiar. Cassandra reminds me of our little kobold buddy, and
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
ooh,
Oh, one more sword swing because Flare of Blows lol. All right, that one's not gonna hit. But let's see. So 17 hit.
If she's disrupted, doesn't she lose AC?
I mean the 13 won't hit either way. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna be good for her. No. So Velothra gets one good blast in with her long sword. Lindsay's hair is thrown back by the eldritch force, but she just goes into a swirling dervish and punches Velothra until she is unconscious on the ground. Pow, 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 right in the throat and tits over and over until she crumples.
ooh,
Yeah, that sounds like a familiar style.
that is a scrappy kitty.
Lindsay staggers back and flicks her hair out, raises her blade as the crowd goes wild. You see the Thane give a couple of half-hearted claps, and some gladiatorial goons will come out and drag Velothra off. So, first fight goes to Lindsay. Second fight of the day.
Well, that's 50 gold down the drain for me. Sorry, Tassie.
It's okay. I'm just glad I got to see her fight. Did you see that? The
Yeah, it
blast of
reminds me
magic.
of it reminds me of Nahia a little bit.
Mm-hmm. The weight bearer.
Oh boy.
This fucking unit here will step out, and he still has this like enormous anchor that he's dragging around, and he bellows in Draconic as he comes out. I will not be a slave to this place long. The Manticore, meanwhile, is just pushed and prodded out by a bunch of other gladiators with literal sticks. He flutters her wings and mules. Alright, Manticore. Let's see. There's your stat bar.
Come on, Manticore, show some spirit.
Alright. Oh no. Oh, poor Manticore. This is going to be over quickly.
Damn it.
Yeah, given the fact that he has advantage on his attack and he's alone. There's no one else around him. He has advantage on his
Yep.
fighting attacks.
So
Oof.
Uthvin just stomps forward, points his weight at the Manticore, and boom, just smashes her.
Oh,
But he only makes one attack this time. He pulls his anchor back and yells, "Now hit me!" Manticore whimpers, "I don't want to!" And she will proceed to take the dodge action in front of him.
oh,
The
come
Amazons all
on.
begin booing.
The shot will also boo.
I'm just a cleric! Stop! Bonk.
You got wings, girl. Fucking fly. Or is that not allowed? Is flying not allowed in the arena? Is that against the rules?
The manticore squeals and unleashes a enormous blast of light that blinds half the audience. Actually, no one's in range. It's still this flash of light that leaves you unable to see her for a moment. And yeah, she's takes the opportunity to run all the way over here until some guards come and just grab her and push her back into the arena. Uthman does not succeed a con save, so he just flails around blindly for a bit.
He's also a kobold, so he probably has disadvantage on that.
Yeah.
You rolled a fucking 1, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, super doesn't matter. Alright, fine. After being poked and prodded more, the manticore will finally turn around and go, I'm so sorry, please forgive me! And cast Fireball on him.
Kaboom.
She throws her
Yeah,
hands up
even
and
sounds
conjures a little tiny sun and just hurls it at the kobold.
Oh, it's a very tiny sun. Holy
It
shit.
is. That's a terrible damage roll.
And a not very good DC either.
Hey, I
He
mean,
almost failed.
that is actually
Wait,
a really low
blind.
DC.
Blind.
What?
Wait, he's blind.
Oh, yeah. Lol. Also, that is the wrong DC anyway. Hold on, let me fix you, Manticore. No, there's... What? I guess her shit's just busted. That's weird. It should be like a 15 DC.
Oh, that's much better.
Uthan recovers from being blinded. I guess he also took damage from the blind as well. Yeah, he took, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh. Good
There's
night.
a lot of squealing and apologizing as the Manticore just gets bashed over the head 3 times by an anchor and takes a failed death save on top of it. Actually, no, she just barely doesn't take an extra death save. Just bashed unconscious. The crowd murmurs approval. The weight bearer throws his arms out and bellows out, "Are you not entertained?" Then harumphs and stomps back into the fucking pit.
Maybe they should get him to fight that ogre.
The guards grab the manticore and drag her off. Alright.
This is what we call ka-ching.
Ka-ching. That's 100 down for me.
That's at least 200 up for me, so.
Alright. So, Ursula, would you do me a favor and make a perception check for me? I'll give you advantage since you've been keeping an eye out for this in particular. Nice.
Ooh, 10.
Alright, a 10. It's good enough. It's good enough. So this Red Ranger who comes strolling out now. She's facing down a tiger shark, a fierce predator to be sure. But she's immediately familiar to you, Ursula, as she shows her face, and she draws forth a 2-handed hammer and rests it on her shoulder.
Oh.
She's a woman by the name of Taranya. I believe you're familiar with her.
The fact she's still alive is a goddamn miracle.
Yeah, she's quite old. She's had to dye her hair back red, but She seems to be in fighting spirit and shape as she faces off against this shark woman.
Oh yeah.
All right. And
You
let's
know
Sorry
her?
for the shark. Yeah, I do know her.
Really?
I do know her. Yeah. I want to see her afterwards.
Huh. Doesn't look familiar to me.
No, because you weren't born.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing about when you're older. A lot of people are a lot younger.
All
So
right.
where do you know
The
her
match begins. Taranya hefts a great hammer up, lunges forward, howling with rage, and bonk, bonk, bonk. Uh-oh.
from? Oh no, the first one was a fucking nat one.
Well, let's see what happens. All right, that's fine. She overswings. The shark takes the opportunity to thrust her great spear in. In fact, let's go for this. Boom! Gets the shield in. Tanya needs to make an athletics check. DC 22. All right. So our next two attacks are
No.
disadvantage.
She's raging. You have advantage on athletics checks when you're raging.
So
A net 0 then.
25
Oh
on
wait, yeah,
athletics.
25.
she's not in a barbarian rage, unfortunately. She does get bonked down.
Like, what the hell?
However, the third swing does hit regardless. Cracks into this big ol' shark. She takes 7 bludgeoning herself. The shark retaliates. And it's going to try and do a Vanguard strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. While Taranya is down.
Well, that's 2 hits.
Yep. 2 hits only. That is unfortunate. All right. Taranya gets up and she whack.
She whacked.
All right. 2 solid hits for, let's see, 28 damage. Oh, that's almost enough to bring the shark down.
Shit, maybe I should have put all my money on the Red Ranger instead of those other two.
The shark is going to start off with a shield bash again. Try and knock this bitch down. Oof. Once again, Taranya is thrown on her ass and somewhat injured. You can tell Ursula she is not as strong as she used to be. That's for damn sure. And then the other swing comes down. Misses anyway. Taranya rolls out from between these pokes and hops up and delivers a couple of good smacks to the skull. And the shark is down.
Well, at least I won one of my bets.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of the big ones. That's annoying, but whatever. Something, something.
The big Amazon spits blood and holds up her hammer. The crowd applauds. Sylvia gives a slight salute from her box. And the fighters are returned to the stable. Which leaves us only with the title fight.
Oh boy, it's gonna be fun.
The Thane will take the opportunity to stand up, come to the edge of the box, as a group of adventurers are marshaled out from beneath her. You recognize the typical makeup of an adventuring party, a fighter, rogue, cleric, and wizard. The fighter, a burly half-orc fellow, says loudly, loud enough that you can hear it. Just remember what we practiced. Stick to the plan, everything will be fine. And Sylvia herself leans over the edge, says, Well, brave heroes, you claim that you are the solution to our problems, the spirits that plague our island. It's time you proved that there is more to your words than bravado. It's time you faced the beast. She will grin, and from beneath the other side of the arena, a great big hairy ogre is shoved and prodded out from beneath it. Don't worry, it's not an insurmountable task. He's the youngest of the ogres we've enslaved. I'm sure you have a fighting chance. So, let the games begin. She will sit back down, and the fight commences. Right. The scout moves off to the side, ready as an action. The ogre bellows and stomps forward. Let's see if he can make it. Oh, not quite. All right. He's going to move up as close as he can and dodge, bracing for whatever these adventurers throw at him. Sellsword moves up, and he too is going to take the dodge action, readying up his shield, bracing it to take the hit. Acolyte moves off to the side, casts Shield of Faith on the sellsword. The wizard raises up his hands and casts Magic Missile. 1, 2, 3. Pew, pew, pew.
So far, so good tactic.
Can't dodge this, he laughs, and then retreats as far as he possibly can. All right, the scout's ready to action goes off as soon as these two are in melee. She will take a shot with her short bow. Pew! Unfortunately, misses due to this ogre's dodging. She will take the opportunity to ready another action. The ogre swings his club. Boom.
Oh.
Uh-oh. All right, luckily the Shield of Faith protects the warrior. The club clangs and clashes off of the armor ineffectually.
Yikes.
The ogre looks down, surprised, as the sellsword lunges in with his axe. Wah-wah. Right, 2
Nice.
good hits for 18 damage. Acolyte will hurl a cantrip. Uh-oh. Oh, this is where everything goes wrong.
Oh no.
All right, luckily,
Wow.
the Shield of Faith is enough to deflect the errant cantrip off of her friend, harmless. The Acolyte's ready to action goes off. The scout. She's going to shoot her short bow again. This time, her arrow strikes true. And the Prestidigitator will come forward off the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I hope this works. Hit. He throws forth his hands, and a beautiful rainbow cascade erupts out of his fingers and goes all over the ogre.
Oh, color spray.
He is color spraying. Someday it'll even print.
Someday. There we go. Jesus, I wanted
26.
that day.
Oh,
And
Jesus
it's
Christ.
enough. The ogre is blinded. It recoils, scratching at its eyes. The scout takes another shot. Bichoo! Uh-oh. Enough. The ogre snarls, and he's gonna take a step over here. Wait a minute, no!
Oh no.
The sellsword goes for an axe strike. Oh!
Not too good on those rolls, though.
Yeah, it's unfortunately low damage. That could have killed it, but it does not. So the ogre is slashed. And then it comes after the wizard, blindly swinging. Wham! Cracks the wizard over the head. He goes down. But it's a much less blow than it could have been. He survives it.
Yeah, that could have killed him.
All right. The sellsword's going in. Action surge. Swing, swing. 2 hits. Not great damage.
Well, at least I have advantage to hit.
Yep. All right. The Acolyte goes in. Casts Cure Wounds on her friend. Back to max HP, like it was nothing.
Quick, magic missile, you scrappy little bastard.
Yeah, he just rolls up over on his back and screams, "Not today! Not today!" Boom. And the ogre crumples. Boom. Boom. And the Prestidigitator does not dodge.
Oh no. Yes, today. It is in fact today.
Oh no! Oh no, crotch shot! Oh no! Funky
Okay,
musky ball
he's not
to the
killed by
face.
the ogre falling on him.
That would be embarrassing.
That would be an unfortunate way to die. Yeah, I'm surprised I actually did it. Good job, party.
Hell yeah!
The
I'm a straight ball in here. Fuck
yeah,
yeah!
Ursula just made a shitload of money. So yeah, the ogre is rolled off of the fallen wizard who is helped to his feet by his friends. The arena erupts in applause. Even the other gladiators are clapping. And Haynes Sylvia will take a step forward and say, "Well, that was unexpected. But I am a woman of my word. Very well. The contract to deal with the King of Skies is yours, adventurers. As will a hefty reward when you defeat the ghost. But for now, I invite you to my villa, where we might discuss things in detail. I am sure I can find all manner of pleasures to sate you for a night." The adventurers look amongst each other, grinning. They will bow to the Thane and then return under the box.
The Merz has awoken.
What?
Merz was
Oh.
supposed to take a 2-hour nap, not 7 hours.
Jesus.
It's
Ooh.
nap.
That's not a nap, that's just bed.
Yeah, that's just you sleeping.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that probably is where we're going to end for the night, as you guys have a Lindsay to talk to. Unfortunately, not a Valatha. She was punched unconscious by her buddy.
But I have
Talk block.
Mariana to talk to.
You do as well, yes. So you can indeed call your server over and arrange to have those two brought up to your box. And there's a pile of winnings to be found as well.
For some
How
of
much
us.
was the odds?
For the adventurers, it was 3-1, and on Taranya, it was 2-1. So, yeah, Ursula, you made an ass load of money. So did Hashat, actually, on the adventurers. That's good. I
Yeah,
think you broke even.
more or
So
less. How much was the Amazon versus the Shark one?
That you bet
100 silver.
yeah, you bet 10 gold on that one.
Yeah, I dropped.
But I mean, like, what were the odds? Like, what did I get back from that one?
It was 2 to 1.
So I made 20 gold.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
made
how much did I
20.
make?
So, well, that's-
How much did I make again?
Here, let me just grab this. I'll put on the token later.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
There.
great. Okay, that's better.
So
Ah, nice.
I'll have to poke you over the boat sales because I suspect I'm not going to be able to get all that money. So I'll probably do a trade for
So-
goods and shit.
By 50 on adventurers 3 to 1, that means we get our 50 back, but we also get 150 back as well on top of that, right? Is that how that works?
yeah, so you don't lose your 50 and you get 150.
Okay, so I made my money back end a bit more. So I mean, I'm glad I didn't fucking just completely eat shit on this. Good
Yeah.
job, Ursula, though. Holy crap.
Yeah, Ursula's got them
Little
good betting
bandit there.
instincts.
I
Cassie
got,
lost
I got
most
3
of her
gold.
money. Oh well,
Oh, Tassie.
that's fine.
This is why you let the fighters bet in the fighter case. Those who have the sense for it.
Wait.
So 200 back, and then get 90 back.
So while you're calculating that, let's do XP for everybody. So I scroll down this long ass page.
And what was that name? Was the 101 as well? Yeah, Uthan. What was his?
If it's not marked, it's just even odds, so you'll just get whatever money
get-
you put back.
Okay.
So if you bet 100, you make 100. All right. So for this session,
So
did you?
Wait, so I get an extra 100 on top of mine?
I mean, you don't lose your 100, and then also you get 100.
That's not how even
Yes.
odds work. Okay. So even odds is just you don't lose or win. You don't win if you lose. Wait, you don't win if you win, and you do, but you do lose your money if you. Wait, you do lose your money. Nothing happens essentially.
Yeah, you guys can keep your fucking arena
Also-
winnings. I'm about to make boat cash, cunts.
Boat
Boat
money.
cash.
All right. Let's.
Yeah, after you were persuaded.
This is true.
We had to fucking badger you to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that boat money needs to get spread
I had
around.
I had to be badgered up until it came down to there's actually nobody on the boat. I was like, all right, this is no longer a tremendous hassle and an impossible use of our resources. I don't know what more you want from me here.
I would like to ask how one goes about acquiring a gladiator.
Well, that is something indeed you can ask. These are, with the exception of the adventurers and Tirania, these are all slaves you can just buy.
You know, slavery, that thing we're totally cool with.
Yeah, you know, it's as you do.
I want to buy that manticore and Freya, the poor baby.
Poor baby.
She just sat there crying as she get hit with an anchor over and over.
Look, I've been there. That anchor sucks so much.
I told
It's
you
true.
I
She knew she had no
should've
chance
been-
against it. She just cried. All right. So, did you
told that fight.
did you explore a new or interesting location for the first time?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've gone to Suncrest. You explored the market, arena, and the temple. Good job. You've seen the place through. Did you discover a new interesting truth about the world?
Yes, I suppose the fact that there are undead getting more and more worked up, an elf known as like the Lord of Sky or King of Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Some like dragon riding lord or whatever.
Yeah, dragon
Yeah,
riding
that's
elf knight. What the heck? That sounds awesome.
I
Did you
mean,
make a new
this
ally
almost
or a
sounds like
lasting
the fuck-
enemy? Not this session yet. You got
We
some
found
potentials.
Our lasting enemy.
Yeah, Don't worry, I'm gonna buy that Manticore, that poor baby. I don't suspect that she'll be going for much money.
After that performance, no.
Even though we found our lasting enemy.
Yeah.
It's true. All right. Did you advance or complete a quest? Yeah, you have made progress towards Cassandra quest. Do-ho-ho. Did you discover a new page in a companion story?
We have discovered that Tariana is still fucking alive.
Yeah, so everyone else has
Let's-
discovered Taranya is an NPC, and Ursula's found out she's alive. So that's 4 XP, everybody. And it is now
Nice.
November 29th.
Good.
Sun's getting real low.
4 EXP. So I am now. So what? Wait, what are we at now?
I'm at
Or
315,
315. Yeah.
315, yes.
Yeah. Good. Good.
except for Tarnavak, who was even further behind.
God damn it, Tarnavak.
Is okay. All right,
Yeah,
well, that's
Tarnavak
it
has a
for
bow
us
tie.
this week if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Have a good one.